Bad Darius.
We'll
Bad Darius.
Test.
You
Yes, you are
bad Darius.
Wolf Creek, test everything.
Good morning, everybody. 1 second. I'm a bad Darius.
Good morning, everybody. 1 second.
Indeed.
And I'm getting a nice big, that. I forgot to put up my camera because I'm, what? There we go. Forgot to put on my camera.
Nice baby Yoda shirt. I like that.
Thank you.
Can't wait for...
Good morning, Stackheads. Mr. JWB. How you guys doing?
Morning, folks.
No, do not climb the Demon Bridge. Please.
Well, if you're climbing the Demon Bridge, does that mean your tractor's demon-possessed already?
No, see, it's still the old bridge. I never put the bridge into my map. So, Dave has the replacement bridge. The fully remodeled replacement bridge. How's it going there, Mr. Aussie Wheels? I have not gotten that yet. Oh, good morning, Mr. T. Miller, raiding with a party of 91. How are you doing, sir? How was your stream?
I beat Billy. I beat Billy! Small victories.
It's the little things in life.
It's the little things in there. I may have had that typed out as soon as I clicked onto your stream.
See, Billy, he just admitted he cheated.
That's not cheating. That's playing smart. There's a difference.
It's cheating. Good
It's
morning, Pompies. How you doing there, Bundy Bear? Yep, I am it indeed. Good morning, TKE. Good to hear, T. Miller. I caught the last, probably, 45 minutes of it or so. Good morning, Nenick. Mr. JWB, Jake. Oh, we like to fight over who gets the shout out for the raid.
I won.
Not a problem there, T. Miller. You go get your wife. Have a good one, bud, and we'll catch you later.
Yep. See you around. Hello, JWB. How you doing?
No. Why are you acting up? You're supposed to go all of them down and not be an idiot like that.
But it's more fun being an idiot?
Apparently it is. Alright, we're gonna get some hay bales real quick, because I need hay for my sheeps. And then we'll deal with field 58, which needs all kinds of field work this morning. Alrighty. Got a bunch of silage to cut when you get home. That's always a fun thing to do. There's something relaxing about mowing. So you have an interesting problem. The starting seed planter is planting according to the contract, but the numbers are not changing. Bug or feature? What field are you doing and what is the product you're supposed to be doing? Okay, so if you never have to... do you have a hired worker? TKE? Fortunately, the storms come through. Got pretty bad for a while. Power stayed on. Nice. It's good to hear. Alright, one thing to keep in mind with a hired worker, TKE, and one thing that everybody should watch out for, especially with the hired workers right now, is... Where is that setting? Alright, right here, AI workers. You need to make sure these are all off, otherwise what's going to happen is the AI will buy seed as they use it. And what happens is they buy it at a much higher rate than if you buy it yourself. So you'll be paying around double what the seed costs for the AI to buy it automatically for you. Same with all of these features. So you can have your money go into the negative really, really, really quickly if you're not careful. It's a barley contract for fields 38. Where is it? And you have the right barley seed set, you said? Because barley and wheat seed look very close on the thing, so if you're not careful, you could have the wrong seed selected. Just updated. Sometimes it does take a bit to update, yes. So you do have to watch out for that, because you can literally be watching them here, and this screen can be behind by a bit, and then update, especially with contracts too. They can be behind and then update. I have a bunch of fertilizing contracts to do. But I need hay for my sheep. Yep. Yeah, sometimes it'll take a bit. If it's a larger field, it can take a period. You might have to do a good portion of the field before the first number updates, and then it'll start updating itself regularly. There's the bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
No more stinging jokes this morning, please.
Well, look at it this way. At least I'm in an enclosed cab, because if you went mowing by 2 beehives like
Oh,
that...
they're not going to... Well, yeah, they're probably not going to be too happy, but...
Yeah, no. Bees would not be too happy. So cheapest windrower. That's going to depend a lot on what you have available for tractors and how big your equipment is. Like this one here for 19 grand is a pretty good windrower because you get a fairly big size for small horsepower versus this one. Another good option, see, like if you look at the combination of this one here is 19.5 for 8.4. This one's 41 for 9.7. It doesn't really make sense to pay double the price for an extra meter. So if you've got the starter equipment, this is probably a really good bet because you'll make some decent windrows. Without being a really small thing. And if you've got the starter equipment, you should have an 80 horsepower tractor to be able to pull this one. This one here, I hear a lot of people talk it up, but it's 9.5 meters for 110 grand. When you can go to something that's 15 for half the price. Or something that's 13 for, again, half the price. But this one here is a really good choice until you get to bigger machines, and then I usually go to this Kuhn one here. Because this becomes the largest in-game windrower for very cheap money. The Vicon is also a good one too if you want a slightly smaller machine for a little less money, if that's what you've got the availability for, you know. But that's typically the route I go. Especially starting out. 19 grand isn't a very big investment. It gets you a fairly good sized windrower, so you're not having to windrow or pick up 200 windrows off a field. Nice. Yeah, this is a pretty good windrower. I like it. Yogesh coming in with a stretch. I got you there, Yogesh. 1 second, buddy. Thank you for the stretch, Yogesh. I am doing pretty good. How are you doing? Aussie wheels with a hydrate. I'll make sure I use the water for the hydrates. Come on, turn on. Thank you. Gonna turn on my little humidifier this morning. Good morning, boss.
Morning, Bat.
How are you? No Way Home movie. Why does that one sound familiar? I don't remember why that one sounds so familiar. There we go. Now I remember why the game was so loud yesterday while I was trying to show off some stuff. No, that's not X-Man, that's Scurvy there, badass. Oh, Spider-Man No Way Home. Nice, nice.
Oh, that's yep.
Yeah, that one
I
just
watched
come
it,
out,
yeah.
didn't it? Did that one just come out, or is that one coming out?
I can't remember now.
1.2 released, huh? There, Snake Man? Just coming out. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, that one looks pretty good.
What patch version?
Aha.
Ooh.
It's early.
Yep. I got the parsing files to update.
We're gonna boot the game here, folks, real quick.
Yep. Online patch notes. Holy crap. You may want to bring those up, Darius.
Yeah, I will. Parsing
can send
files
you
to update. While this installs, I'm gonna hit the button here. And while that does that, we're gonna go through them. The patch, yes folks, that is right. The patch is now live. Get it while you can. Run in the background. There it goes. 3 gig, 2.5 gig update.
Holy crap.
Wow, that one might take a few minutes, folks.
Yep.
So we're gonna go over this while that patches. I did not
Holy
expect
crap.
it this early.
Nope,
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting this either.
That's a biggin'.
Yep.
She's 2
20
plus gig.
Yep.
I need to real quick.
Holy crap. Holy crap.
I'm going to update the old stream title. Let people know about it. Alright, so.
Yep.
Bug fixes and changes start at line 1. Adjusted contract vehicles accordingly, as some had wrong tools for the job at hand. So this would be things like your cotton harvesting contracts and stuff that were giving the wrong vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Adjusted prices for used vehicle sale. There was a bug reported where some people were able to get the pricing for like 4 or 5 grand for a tractor.
Oh wow, that's ridiculous.
Yes, this is going to be an across all platforms update, TKE. They all got the same update. Everybody has to remain on the same version for the crossplay to work. So, everybody got the same thing. Adjusted repair costs. Right there. That's a big one. We'll see
Yep.
what the numbers go to now. But adjusted repair costs. That's awesome. Ridge markers on cedars will no longer dig up stones in the field. That is also awesome. So you don't have to worry about them digging up stones while you're using that. We will see on that one, Cynic. Let's work our way down through it. Change display of day numbers. So I'm guessing there are certain seasons, certain month settings weren't getting the right, weren't using the right number of days. Excuse
I
me.
bet you it's like a February type thing in there, where if you had 2-day seasons, it would do.
Yeah,
No,
who
maybe
knows?
not, or something like that in there, where it's like 30th of February. I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, it was probably showing something wrong as far as the days or something like that. Who knows?
Yeah.
Change price fluctuation so it shows actual history of prices for the last 12 months instead of what they were giving you to start the game out, which is really nice.
Yep.
Yep. Fixed an issue where AI workers were unable to use and turn plows correctly. That's nice, especially those smaller 3 and
Moldboards.
4 meter moldboard plows that would flip when you spin around. The AI wouldn't necessarily spin it, so that's good. Fixed an issue where leased machinery for a contract would disappear once accepted. That's nice. Fixed an issue where picking up objects as a client in multiplayer would crash the game. Nice. Fixed an issue where playing with a custom season length could cause issues in weather forecasts or an indefinite rain, snow. Alright.
Ah. Yep. I think you saw that one with the snow, right?
Yep. Yeah, because I had an indefinite snow bug on mine, so it would always leave snow on the ground. Fixed an issue where shadows would cause some visual issues on the PS4. That's good to see. Fixed an issues where some contracts were unable to be finished. I'm assuming this here would be the wheat, barley, oat contracts. They did, Bad Lad. I'm looking at the patch update. The patch is downloading. Hopefully it picks up again though, because otherwise I'm not going to be playing today.
I've got 44 minutes left.
Yeah, it's
Well-
going to pick up here in a minute, but it says 1 hour 30
Yeah.
minutes. So this is downloading while we take a look over here. So I'm assuming, and we'll check this as soon as we get in game. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm assuming this one here is your wheat, barley, oat contracts. We're going to pull up some of these contracts as soon as the patch is complete because I think I still have some oat contracts available in my menu. So we'll go ahead and pull those up and see what happens. Because I can pull up the files very easy to see what the expected yields are for these contracts. Fixed an issue where the AI worker would continuously get paid even though the game was paused. This here is the bug people were seeing where they would pause the game, walk away, come back, and their money would go from 50 grand to 10 grand or something like that because they had an AI worker hired.
That sucks.
Yeah, very very nasty little bug because it'd tank your money in a hurry. But that should help a lot right there.
Indeed.
Fixed an issue where game wouldn't start on certain Intel GPUs. That's a big one right there.
Didn't hear about that one.
Here's another big one there, Scurvy. Fixed an issue where the DLSS could result in
Yep.
ghosting artifacts. Turn your
Yes.
DLSS back
Oh,
on,
back
folks,
on.
because
Yep.
you're not going to get the streaking lights, the streaking birds, things like that now. So everybody can use the DLSS and boost their frame rates again. That is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Fixed an issue where using DLSS on supported cards could lead to a black screen. Another good one.
Didn't have that. Oh.
I never had that one happen, but it's a good little fix. Fixed an
Yep.
issue where using the big bag lifter tool could cause the game to freeze or crash. If you have Steam, have it verify. If you have it through Giants, close the game, restart the game. As soon as you restart, it will verify the files, check, and give you the patch. That's what I did here. I have the Giants edition. As soon as I booted up the game, boom. 98 days. Can I play sometime this year, please, Giants?
Yeah, I've got 0.68 megabits per second down from them. 80 megabits out of
You got
2690.
if you got it on disc, Aussie Wheels. Are you on console? Because if you're on console, what I would do is I would go out to the menu and hit, at least on the PlayStation, I know this works. I'm making a mess of my desk. Knocking things over. I knocked over the Baby Yoda. I knocked him out of his chair.
Poor Grogu.
I knocked Grogu out of his chair. Let me fix my Grogu quick, folks. Can't have the little Baby Yoda knocking out of his chair. There we go.
Oh.
All fixed. So on the PlayStation, if you hit the options button on the main menu, you can check for it. You can go down and check for update. But if you're on disc, you probably have the Giants version of the game. So if you close out and just restart, it should kick in. Yeah, the Giants version is gonna have a slightly slow. Will have a slower download because it's using their servers. And right now they probably just got slammed with people downloading the patch.
Oh, everybody and their brother. Yeah, so it's going to be.
See, because mine just kicked up to 7 megasecond for a brief period, and then it fell back down. So right now there's just a ton of people patching.
Nailing it.
It happens.
Yep.
I'm not worried. Yeah, update. Who, when, where, why, how. Make sure you close the game out completely if you're on Steam. If you are on Steam, where's my Steam? With the Giants version of the game, all you have to do is close the game and restart. White Cotton 1986, thank you for that, host of one. I appreciate it. If you are on Steam, go into wherever you are, right? Click on your game, and if you have to, come over to Properties, and you should be able to check for an update in here. If not, you should have an update as soon as you... Apparently I had some updates queued. Holy cow. Let's get these updates downloading. Yeah, you might have to completely close Steam to get it to update, but it should kick in. But they fixed an issue with a big bag lifter tool could cause the game to freeze or crash. That's really nice. Because that one was very annoying. What was happening is if you had a big bag on the lifting tool and you tried to tab out or exit your vehicle, it would crash your game. It would freeze. What kind of contract? Oh, are you doing you're doing a seeding contract, right? I would finish your contract first and then do your update. TKE.
Yeah.
Fixed an issue where vehicles would duplicate when reset. I never had that one come up.
No?
Fixed an issue with animals running around the place when they shouldn't. No more pigs running through the wall.
But that was kind of fun to watch that happen to Wheels multiple times.
It was, yes. It happened to me a bunch too. Fixed an issue with the map filter overlays displaying the needs plowing and leads lime states incorrectly.
Ooh.
No more giant red and blue, light blue screens across the whole map. That's awesome. Really nice for visual.
Yep.
Fixed income of placeables to be consistent per year, now shown as income per month, which is nice. It means that you'll have a consistent income per month instead of an income per hour, and then you go to a 6-day month, you're getting way more income per month than if somebody gets in, a 1-day month.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice. Fixed issues with the emptying of bunker silos. Right there is really nice. That will help out a lot of people that were having issues with the bunker silos.
Yep.
Fixed loan interest rates over a whole year. That's really nice. Some of the interest rates I think were a bit off, especially depending on your date, your day per month cycle. Fixed manure heap and manure heap extension. They are now working as expected. I'm assuming this means that this manure heap extension will now contact multiple buildings instead of just one building per heap extension. Because what was happening is before you needed to have one heap per building, and I think it was meant to be one heap extension could hit multiple buildings if they were in range. So this will have to do some testing, but at least they say they fixed them, so they should now be working as expected. That, or I did notice that the manure heap extension was giving me manure even when my animals had no straw, so that might be the fix.
That could be.
But I have a modified pen, so I don't know if they changed the line of code in there somewhere.
Oh, the next one bothers me a little bit, but understandable.
Alright. Collectibles will no longer reset after they've been completed. This was a bug. If you had all of the collectibles collected and you came back into the game, they would completely reset, which was a bit annoying. Fix for when you exit to the menu and the game engine crashes. I don't know, Aussie Wheels. We will see if they've gotten to that or not. Fixed Rostel Mash Nova pipe unloading effect. Fixed seed usage when direct sowing grass. No longer costing you 20 grand in seed to seed a field. That's really nice. Fixed sell point prices and price fluctuations. This was one that a lot of people were complaining about, where things weren't showing anywhere near what the graph was showing for expected pricing and stuff like that. So that should help. What platform are you on, Road Trains? Because mine's updating from Giants right now. And Adam CAE, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing this morning? It is patch day version 1.2. I am currently downloading, and we are going through the patch notes. Fixed switch fields and field numbers on Elmcreek. That means field 36, 37, where they were backwards, are now now proper. That's good. The rear paddle buttons on the Logitech G920 not being properly bound on the Xbox. That's nice. I had the PlayStation version, so I never encountered that issue, but at least now those using the Xbox wheel can properly bind their keys, their buttons. Giants. Alright. That shouldn't be an issue, Road Trains, but what you're going to have to do is save, exit, and restart the game. As soon as you restart Road Trains, it will kick in and start downloading the patch. Be aware, though, right now Giants is inundated with people patching, and you start encountering things like this, where this will go from 1.4 down to almost nothing, back up again, back down again, and it is a 2.5 gig download. So, warning for those of you that may have slower internet or issues. You can see this is all over the place right now. So we're kind of keeping an eye on it. But if you're in the game right now, see, look, mine just dropped to 0. Now it's back up again. So, it's also, leaving a few hours before you even start updating. That is also a good suggestion, Bad Lad. For those of you that are in the game right now playing, if you don't want to deal with this, you may want to wait. See, look, it just dropped to nothing. It says I'm going to be 2 days downloading the patch. I know it's not going to take that. It'll kick back up. But right now, there's so many people slamming Giants for that patch, and who can blame them, that it's going to be an issue trying to get the patch downloaded from Giants right now. Hopefully Giants invests in their their servers, like doubling or tripling them.
Well, it could not just.
or
It could be
increasing
their
their bandwidth into their building.
bandwidth, and it could just be because it's coming from Germany. Germany time right now is 11:30 in the morning, so it is the middle of the workday, so more traffic and stuff like that could be
Alright.
along the way.
1 second, folks. Sorry that you're looking at the wall. Well, I really need to get an actual camera. The Baby Yoda. Will that include the guidance steering mod as well? I don't know about guidance steering. I don't think this has anything to do with any mods. It's just specifically, in this case with the 920, their buttons weren't binding correctly. Fixed tree growth to be the same independent of the length of the month. So, what was happening is some trees were growing really quickly, others really slowly, depending on what you had your days per month set at. Now it's going to be independent of that, and it will be based on months instead of on days. Traffic, work days, sorry, but Central Europe is not some... Snake's not wrong. Europe's usually a lot better with their internet than we are.
You guys have a lot more fiber in the ground than we do out over here in the States, for sure.
Yeah, Bauer, there's a lot of stuff in here. Fixed various issues with manual shifted tractors. Improved combine headers on sloping terrain. Improved cotton bale loading.
Okay.
Improved driving behavior of multi-axle trucks. There is your Mac fix, ladies and gentlemen. That will fix your Mac trucks in game. See, this one here, improved pallet handling and performance. I'm assuming this is with pallets getting stuck in the ground.
I'm also wondering, too, if you pick it up and you look down at it, it shoots you up in the air.
That's always been an issue, even in 19.
Yep,
but
I wonder if they fixed it, though. Or did something for it.
Yeah, because it's probably something to do more, though, with them getting stuck in the ground. A lot of people were having issues with greenhouses, honey pallets, things like that getting stuck in the ground, so I'm assuming that's where that fix is. Reduced AI worker costs all around. That is fantastic. This means I can actually get rid of some mods between that and the adjusted repair costs. Fixed Arcusin multi-pack D14 bale unload. That is supposed to drop the bale over sideways when you kick it out, but a lot of times what would happen is when you unloaded the bale, it would just drop straight to the ground and you'd drive out from it. So that's good to see. Not free AI workers, reduced cost, so they're not going to charge you $600 an hour. Who knows, maybe they just updated the full installer and have the incremental patch applied by the game itself.
Huh?
Yeah, you're never going to have an individual with Giant's eShop anymore, Snake Man. It's built into their launcher.
Yep.
Every time you launch the game, it auto-checks for a patch.
Yep. It reaches out to their servers.
Well, we'll go through it, Bodine. Added ability to enlarge mod hub screenshots when viewing the mod details. This is kind of nice. So when you're in the in-game mod hub, if you want to see one of those screenshots larger, you can. Added ability to remove buildings on all 4 farms of the Elmcreek map. This right here, folks, is one of those issues that Dave was worried about.
Yep.
Because what did this potentially do to his map? Or what buildings didn't he take into account? So now he might have to go in and adjust things he's already done because of what Giants has done.
They're done. Yep.
This is one of the reasons why we've been waiting for the patch to come out, to make sure it didn't break anything Dave's done.
Yep. So that would be bad.
Yep. So for the mod updates, you have uninstall mod and new updated mod. Huh. I don't know about that. How do I change language? Game languages, finish. What platform are you on, Bauer? Added AI support for reverse driving tractors. Added mobile home placeable, old barn placeable. Added option for free placement of placeables. No, with mod updates, you'll have uninstall mod or update mod. Added an option for higher fuel usage. I know some people were talking about this. Have it use more fuel. Yeah, you might if it's stuck in finish and you can't play in finish. Obviously. Added option to place vines and olives with parallel snapping.
Whoo!
That'll be really, a lot of people were talking about that one. So, look at this. Added yield potential and weed removing tool recommendation to the field info. So now when you run up and look at your field, it'll tell you your expected yield. If you have weeds, what tool should you use to remove them? That's really nice right there, because this, can you use a mechanical weeder? Well, sometimes it's not so easy to tell if you can or not. Is the crop in that early stage when you can use a mechanical, or do you have to use a sprayer? Now it should tell you. That's actually a really nice little bonus that nobody even asked for any of this as far as I know. License plate on Erlingrat, now fully customizable. Well, water tank, water trailer, T-pack. You remember those
Yep.
Friday fact sheets, folks?
Here they are.
Quad track, road track, Steiger, Flegel. There's a lot of new stuff. Krone Big Pack. There is NBC's Baler.
Oh, is this the one that uses the baling twine? Did you have to purchase?
I don't know, but that's he liked that Chrome Big Pack. But there you go, folks. Content update. Known issues. Foliage in the distance can flicker in weird colors on certain hardware setups. So this is still a known issue, which would be the flickering green-orange trees certain times of the year depending on... Yes, actually, Jake D, there was a fix for issues when emptying bunker silos. There you go, Jake.
Yep.
Alright, random crashes when hiring an AI worker. So it means they still haven't gotten to the bottom of this one yet. Good morning, Jaren. How are you?
Hey, Jaren.
Alright, they still have not fixed the random trees exploding in a bizarre graphical glitch yet. It means they're still looking into this one. That road trains is nothing that they will fix that's going to be done without a restart regardless. I haven't seen anything in here. Are you playing on the base Elmcreek or a modified Elmcreek map? Because I don't know of any floating power poles on the base Elmcreek map. Base? I've yet to find any of them. You'll have to tell me where it is so I can go look at it myself, because I've never seen a floating power pole on the base map.
Yeah, neither have I. And we played the snot out of those maps.
And here's the kicker. All of those are as one big unit in the editor. So the only way to fix those is to adjust the terrain around the specific power pole you're talking about. And that's going to require a restart because it's adjusting the terrain.
Yep.
Random issue where pressing the A button on Xbox will not enter the vehicle shop. So still a known issue, they haven't figured out what that is. Rare issue where game cannot be saved on Xbox. So sounds like they've got a couple of Xbox related issues that they haven't gotten to the bottom of yet. Known issue, contract bonus yield is too high, enjoy it while it lasts. I'm assuming this is in relation to the 25% yield you get at the end of a contract.
Probably.
Normally, if you've harvested an entire field, you only have to turn in 75% of the contract of the yield to complete the contract. I'm assuming they're going to be bumping that 75% to a higher number. So, enjoy it while it lasts. Random graphical artifacts that can appear in the vehicle shop or when it's snowing. I don't know if this is in relation to bales, but I didn't see anything about bales in the entire thing here in the shop. So that is probably still on their list, or I don't know. But that is quite a few fixes there, folks.
I'm glad they did this and not doing small bits at a time in their fort.
Yeah, it is a big patch, and unfortunately I am now stuck outside of the game waiting for the patch to download. I need to double check in case something else came in last night while I was offline. I don't know. Bales will occasionally appear in your vehicle shop from wherever.
Yeah, random.
It's kind of an annoying little random bug.
It is.
I've had several appear in mine. Thankfully, I know how to fix it, but I've had several appear in mine, so. So I wonder if they added them here. Nope, they didn't add them here yet, but they did add a pretty big series of vehicles there. And it's pretty impressive.
Come on. 275 of 2690.
Oh, you're higher than I am. I'm at 240 of 2690. How's it going there, Oppies?
Hey, Oppies.
The game starts up, no problem. Okay, nice, good to know. It did indeed. It shouldn't, Bodine, because my contract mod only adjusts prices, not doing anything else.
Yeah, that should still work, I would imagine. We'll find out.
That should still work just fine.
Yep. I don't see why it wouldn't. Unless they changed their Lua scripting around for the contracts, and that seems like a lot of work to fix the bug of.
Yeah, see, unfortunately now, here I am, I'm in the game, but it's not the patch version.
Yep.
See, I'm still up on 1.1.1.0, so I can get in and play, but I'm still waiting for my patch to download.
Yep.
Which means I won't have any of the new equipment or anything like that, but at least I can get back to doing what I was doing.
I don't know. I'm worried about your save game, though.
Why?
Because it's updating the game files as you're playing it, if that does something wonky with it.
It's downloading the update. What's going to happen is once that thing's downloaded, it's going to tell me I need to exit the game in order to...
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, I wasn't sure if it downloads and installs. Okay, alright.
There's no way they're going to install and patch over files while you're running the game. So when you, I'm assuming when you hit run in background, it's just going to download it, and then you'll have to do it when it's done.
Yep.
Yes, well, in Steam... Okay, what Steam language is changed in Steam properties. Okay, good to know, Bauer. Yes, I will keep that in my memory. You couldn't go get your wife. They have a plate coating system here. Oh, that's no fun there, T. Miller. Sorry to hear that. But hey, T. Miller. Patch day. Get your patch. Part of life there? Ah, gotcha. Yeah, save games are separate from game files. Steam, all platforms. People are reporting on Steam. They've downloaded it very, very quickly. Steam has a lot higher bandwidth with their servers, I'm sure. So, in this case, Giants is very slow. So I'm just downloading it in background. But I added a bunch of mods the other day, and Slime Slays 247, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How you doing this morning? But yeah, when it's run in background, there's no way they're gonna patch game files. You can't even change a mod that's zipped up when the game's running. So how are they supposed to overlay files while the game's running? It'll just download, and then when you're done, it'll tell you have to exit in order to install. I guarantee it. I've never dealt with it, but, you know, hey. Oh, not much, Slime Slays. We are currently downloading patch 1.2. I have the Giants version, though, so it's going a bit slow.
Yeah. I'm sure Steam would be going quite a bit slow here, too.
Yeah, people are reporting on Steam they've already finished it, so.
Oh, those idiots. Sorry. No fair. Oh, well.
Thank you for that update there, Slime. Or the hydrate. You are queued on Steam. Nice there, T. Miller. Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping this speeds up, because it is going pretty slow. Key bindings are messed up. Oh. Did all your key bindings get changed with the update, Bauer? I appreciate that, Slime. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, see, Steam is downloading really quickly. Hopefully Giants is working on their system for bandwidth. All your key bindings are back to default. I can't say as though it surprises me too much. Good timing for
I'm
update.
not surprised.
Finished your Elmcreek new farmer save last night. Aha!
Nice.
Oh, they posted a new video for vehicles upcoming?
Did I didn't see that.
Oh, let me finish this last little strip here, and we'll pop over, take a look.
Oh, yeah. It's in their blog post.
I don't mind taking a look at that, so let's go on over here real quick. Blog posts. Surprise. Free content update version 1 right here. 16 new machines, including new brands. Here is that list. Here is the changelog, placeables, field info, options, and more. It is a big list. I am very impressed with the number of things. KBN Saber coming in with a raid of 8. Thank you very much, KBN Saber. How are you doing this morning? How was your stream? Can I get a shout out from Mr. KBN Saber?
I think I'm the only mod in here.
Probably.
And there you are.
Thank you very much. Free content update number 1. Alright, so something to take away from this real quick. Number 1.
Yep.
Which means they'll be doing more of these. Good morning, Mav of Death TTV. Doing fine. I'm doing awesome. Thank you very much for that, KBN. And thank you as well for the follow. Very much appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. We are in the process of downloading our Giants patch, which is around here somewhere. But we were looking at... There it is. Got to keep an eye on my download over there. Unfortunately, in this case, I have the Giants version, which is a slow download speed. But, free content update number 1, which means there will be more of these coming in the future. That is pretty awesome. Cannot tab vehicles or start the engine or anything. I guess you have time to make some coffee before starting to sort this mess. Yeah, and unfortunately in your case, people that heavily tweak key bindings might have to redo theirs, yeah. Nearly forgot the best horse of the stable. Oh, apparently he's saying you're the best horse in the stable over here there, Scurvy.
Hmm?
MacGyver, he said, good morning. Best horse in the stable, meaning streamer.
Oh, thank you.
Hydrotrike, that's a pretty nice looking little slurry trike right there.
That is nice. I'm wondering if they're going to have a fruit box option for it. As a floater, probably not though.
I don't know, but you see there's a link here for a hose. They've got this. I haven't tried out that
Manure system?
the
Or
manure things, you know, the
from
saddle
Upstream.
track pack yet, but I'm
Yep.
guessing they're going to be adding a hose system to the game at some point,
I would
where
imagine
you'll see
so.
the hoses actually link to things, because they've been adding details like this pipe here. Sorry, I had an itch on the back. You know, things like this, the whole hose system for the front of the saddle track pack. They've been adding a lot of details like that to the game, which makes me wonder if they're not going to be adding at some point a hose system.
Yep. No, that makes sense.
Vortigan, Vortigan 073, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing this morning? Alright, so we got a real brief look here in between at a new Landini tractor. Yep, yeah, the clamps here on the side. This would be for a hose. Mav of Death TTV, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome. A new Primor, this would be your square bale chopper right here. That's a nice little bonus because we didn't have a square bale chopper.
Nope.
You could do square bales in the current chopper, but it was more for round bales. So, Bull 10182, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Whoa, those started zipping by real quick. Alright, this is going to be a new packer for your silos. Bumper pull water trailer. That's a nice little water trailer, actually, as a matter of fact.
It is. That should go on the back of the pickup trucks, I think.
Yeah, it's bumper pull.
Tractor driven. Yep.
Tractor or bumper pull. I like that you see this nice pump here with all the hoses. It's a poly tank, too. So it looks like there's going to be some nice little additions instead of the just using the Aquatrans for that. Two members you learn a lot from are Dave and me, so thank you for that. Just in case you feel neglected. Oh, not a problem, MacGyver, not a problem. I was just pointing out to Scurvy that there are people here who missed him greatly while he was away with the fact that New York got hit by a big windstorm.
Yep. I'm back. I'm alive. New York hasn't killed me yet. Governor's trying,
we
though.
were all worried. We were like, where's Scurvy? We haven't seen him. This here is a new mower, I'm guessing, because these look like mowers that would fold out behind you instead of ride up on the back. And Conkskilled, that is a new brand right there. Here is your snowblower, folks. And a new tractor pulled. Scurvy was gone. What did you miss? How's it going, Billy? Welcome back. There's a new animal trailer. This one looks quite a bit longer, actually, as a matter of fact. That's a fairly nice looking trailer. There's your case AFS Steiger. Will it do stone? I don't know there, Emeralder. Morning, Billy. Someone woke you from your slumber. Well, start downloading your patch there, Billy. It's patch day! Patch day! Those are some nice wide belts on that right there, the tracked version.
Oh yeah, I think that looks a lot better than the 9RX, to be honest.
Yep. Yeah, that quad track has some really nice wide belts.
Yeah, I think that looks a heck of a lot better than the 9RX.
This trailer here, Billy, is new machines with this free content update number 1, which means there will be more upcoming, which is fantastic. What that tells me is they had a lot more equipment to add to the game, so they didn't get everything fully updated and ready for this version when it dropped. which
Yeah,
is
which
what
is
all
fine.
of these free content updates are, is getting things that they hadn't gotten a chance to put into the base game. So everybody's, well, where's the case quad track? Where's the case? Where's the da-da-da-da-da? Well, they didn't get a chance to get everything done, is what my guess is. And things like this have to be done special because you've got the 3D tracks and stuff like that that you all have to add. So that quad track looks pretty nice. The Steiger, that Vervate does look pretty nice.
Yep.
That thing looks pretty cool. I don't think that would be the case, T. Miller, because they were already on the console.
Yeah.
They were already in 19. It just means that they probably didn't get a chance to get everything converted in time for launch.
Yep. Which is I'd
or
rather
waiting
see
for that,
then.
or waiting for the check from Case. Yeah. Look
Yep,
at this. The tires kick out to the side and plop down.
Yeah, I see that.
Yep.
So
It
that's
was a
just
new mower. It was indeed a new mower. That's actually pretty
mower.
cool looking.
That's a nice looking mower. Absolutely.
Nice new cow trailer. Check out this little bumper pulled water trailer. That is a nice looking little trailer.
Indeed.
Abbey Water Trailer. Again, a new brand here, folks. There's your other water trailer. There's the Krone Big Pack that Mr. NBC likes so much. It is back.
Yep.
Ah, I was wrong. It's not a silage packer. It's a weight for the front of your tractor to go through the field.
Why would you have wheels for compaction like that, though?
It's not wheels for compaction. It's just wheels to help keep it off the ground because it's such a heavy weight. It assists with turning. Keeps some of the wheel
I
off the
see.
front tires, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah,
It
I
helps
see what
spread
you're
the
saying
weight
now.
off the front tires.
Yeah.
Thomas, VDB LOL, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing, bud? This would be the new Landini right here. That's a fairly nice looking little tractor. Good size.
It's a small tractor, so for lifting bales and doing stuff around animal pens and stuff like that. Or
yep, that's what they're using it for right there. So you got that Premor. Thank you there for that, Thomas. I got you. There's that Premor straw bale chopper. G Farming, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing? That's interesting. You wouldn't fill tires with a water ballast because of wintertime when you're freezing. They use a calcium, it's a liquid calcium type of thing. It's a very heavy liquid, but it's very, very expensive to fill tires on a tractor. You can be talking like 5 to 15 grand depending on the tractor and the size of the tires.
On my 1510, I actually have windshield washer fluid that goes down to like -20.
Oh, nice there, G Farming. The yellow question mark in front of the house gives access to the menu. I'm guessing that is the when you look in the Giants i3D, there's supposed to be a marker in front of the house for wardrobe changing, and it never showed up in the game. So I'm guessing it was a bug that wasn't in the game, and that's probably what you're talking about, G Farming. Good morning, Vortex. Patch day. Patch day. I don't see any jab style stuff yet. Oh, the farm you work on uses water ballast. I suppose if you're in an area that won't get cold, then it might be it might be a thing you'd use, but typically you wouldn't use water because it's going to freeze in colder weather and expand and blow out your tires.
Yep. Yeah, you can't use water like that, and it'll rust out the
That's
rims.
interesting. They're loading pallets into the back of the Krone, and the floor is pulling them forward. That's interesting.
Well, that trailer does have a walking floor.
I'm 20 minutes out for downloading. We're just watching a video while my patch downloads because Giants is unfortunately a little bit slow on their internet connection this morning.
Yep.
Yeah, see, coldest it gets is about 1+ for you. Yeah. In my case, it routinely gets in the wintertime down into the negative teens.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit. But still very cold. There's your Sama's snowblower on the new Landini. So there it is, folks. Yep. Oh, all right. That's the GX520. That's a new Krone altogether.
Yep.
New to the game. So you've got your Kong skilled front and rear mowers, brand new brand to the game. You've got your Abbey attachments, which is again another new brand to the game. No, it's an auto update Vortex. What I did was, if you've got the Giants version of the game, the minute you start the game, it's going to start auto downloading. If you click run in background, it will allow you to start the game and still play while it downloads. I'm in the game right now while that's downloading in the background. I just paused because somebody had said about the new video, so we were checking it out. Here is the Bomech. I'm assuming it's Bomech or Bomech track pack that goes in the back of the Hydro Track, the Vervate. The Hydro Trike here, these are new brands, I believe. You get your Krone equipment back. They have a row crop and wide belt version of the Case Quad Track, which is really cool to see. The Steiger wheeled base. You've got a new Landini tractor, the Samaz snowblower, new Fliegel animal trailer. That's a good question, Bodine. If there's gonna be new fact sheets tomorrow, because that would probably be for update 2.
I wonder if they're going to continue it.
There's still a few things to short out, Billy. You're right, but that is a whole lot of stuff taken care of in this one. So 10% pure rainwater scheme or bore water has too much calcium. Twitch version is also downloading. Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Getting errors trying to load map in the editor. There's a misspelling, and the Gissel program is failing to complete shaders. Did you update Kilo? And are you working on a custom map or a base map? I do not play Pokemon Unite. I don't play any kind of Pokemon, as a matter of fact, Mav. But yeah, that's actually a pretty nice little pack update. Yeah, new brand, new brand, new brand, new brand, new brand. Oh, so the Bomech is not a new brand, but all of these up here are definitely new brands. Again, free content number 1. So there will be more in the future, which is really, really cool to see. You updated, and it's your map mod based on Dave's test map. Well, this is one of those things that we were worried about. It could be that something they changed base game broke some of the stuff with the maps. And that's one of the reasons why Dave has not done... Yep. Stop downloading the update on 22. It's making you download too slow. Sorry. Yes, they did, Paulie Z. As a matter of fact, they did indeed patch the... I'll bring it back up here and keep it handy. They did indeed patch the silage pits. Fixed emptying of bunker silos. There's a whole big list of changes that they've added to the game. I mean, that's a pretty big list. It's a 2.6 gig patch, or it's about 2.5. Yeah. I know, T Miller, you lucky goose. I don't have the Steam version though. You're getting a 2-day. Yeah, mine's gonna be a while. I'm hoping it's done by this afternoon. At this rate. It says 3 hours and 5 minutes or so. So it'll get done eventually. Somewhere. 2 hours. Yeah, it keeps fluctuating. Yep, yeah, see, you had to wait on launch day for it, but now you get the quick update now, so, you know, you win some, you lose some is what that says. It didn't mention anything about the AI, as far as, like, its intelligence, but they did, lower the AI worker costs, yes. Yep. Steam got their update pretty quick. I'm sure Giants will be making improvements to their bandwidth, but that's one of those things that doesn't happen overnight. Well, see, Bodine, I was planning on having a Giants or a Steam copy, but when I found out that it was going to be hours and hours longer for me to get my Steam copy during early access while I'm watching Dave and NBC and Wheels and Big Daddy stream it, I said I can't wait that extra couple of hours. I need it now. and I switched out my version for a Giants edition. They can't raise the smarter than you. Ah, good morning, Chillwell. It is patch day. After you finish, improve the bandwidth. Yep. We'll improve our bandwidth next week after everybody's finally done. Steam is a PC version of gaming, but the console, Steam, Giants, all the versions dropped their patch about what, half an hour ago now.
Yeah, like 40 minutes or so. Because we were just into the stream when somebody said in chat there for it.
Well, I don't have a private server, and my wife will never play Farm Sim. Especially since we only have one PC in the house. Well, I mean, her laptop might handle it. It should, given what it's got for equipment in it. But I already have a copy from my son through his laptop. And my other son definitely doesn't need a version. Yeah, it's going to delete files before it replaces those files. Well, they were saying their hope was today, but, you know, anything last minute, you never know. They were trying to get it done before Christmas, so he wasn't wrong.
Nope, he's not wrong.
Yeah, see, my initial download only took me like 15 minutes to download the game, but it was the time of day I downloaded it. There wasn't a whole lot of people downloading at that point, so it went really quickly. Right now it's going a bit slower because I'm sure everybody's like, oh, a patch, and going ham downloading the patch, which is actually early. Little bit of information. I kind of knew it was coming today. And no, bad lad, the 0.3 megasecond download is definitely not due to my internet. I have 480 megabyte download.
I have gig down.
My stream is not affecting the download of that. I guarantee you.
No, definitely not. Not for mine either. And I'm at 0.49 meg down, and I have full gig down and 40 mega
Yeah.
up, so yeah.
Yeah,
it's
see,
not-
mine's at 0.01 megasecond download. It's just they're inundated right now. The same thing was happening with people downloading the game prior to launch day. There was so many people downloading it that it was taking forever for people to download. Yeah, I mean that's another thing. I bought the version through Giants. They get all of the money now instead of Steam getting a cut too.
Yeah. I'd rather give my money right to them than through a third party because Steam's got to take some type of cut.
Yep.
Therefore,
Yeah, so I mean it's tomato tomato.
since the game is now updating through the game itself, that's what, and plus earlier access. That's why I got it through Giants.
Yeah, it was really nice to get it through earlier access. So yeah, Dennis Farms modding on Facebook has already added chemical fill types to that new water trailer. Huh. I'm not surprised. I already have a big I already have a big tank for chemical stuff, so I'm not gonna do it for that small thing. I just think it's really cool looking water trailer, you know?
Nicely done water trailer. So.
Yeah, it's pretty nicely detailed. Giants has actually upped their game on a lot of the stuff.
Zoom tight.
Gesundheit. My wife was taking my breakfast order.
Ooh.
I have a fantastic, awesome, lovely wife. I would imagine the dedicated servers will be updating pretty quick. There, Steve. Depending on who your server is through, you may have to shut the server down to get it to update too. So that is something to consider. Let's go grab ye old Tedder. Right about now, yeah, right about now every server hosts because they use Giants copy. Yeah, there's a lot being downloaded right now. That's why I know it's just being inundated with that stuff. So you already tried. Well, if they've got a Giants version of the game for their server, then it's probably taking time to download. They're probably in the same boat, so I would probably check back in an hour or two.
Yeah. Give them time.
The DLSS blurriness is still there. What card are you using there, Bauer? That makes me wonder even. Let's check old GeForce experience. Did you get an update?
I'm literally doing the same thing as you mentioned that. No, 12.1 is latest driver.
Yep, 12.1's latest driver. Okay. You never know.
Yep.
Ah, that's good to know there, Chillwill. Do I have a big enough tedder?
No. It needs to be a little bit bigger.
Yes, it does. You're not wrong.
How much bigger? Just bigger.
2070?
I'll have to play around with it once I get the game downloaded.
Yep.
In there and see.
Yeah, and it did say the artifacting, so it could just be things like the birds and stuff like that. Who knows? One thing to keep in mind is this is the first time Giants has ever used DLSS. DLSS is a fairly new concept for them. So there's a lot of things that when you quick... Oh, nice! Another little thing that they never even really mentioned. So there's probably a lot of fixes that weren't even on that list.
Oh yeah, I bet stuff in the background where it's, you know,
Yep, now quits to the menu. That's awesome.
good. Quitting the game quits the menu. Good. Instead of just closing out.
Was it Kilo? Did I miss Kilo saying something about the map? We are working on it. Be done automatically. So was that the very game server message, Welsh Wizzy? You're still quits the desktop, Paul? Yeah, that's always been kind of a random thing. Nobody seems to have a rhyme or reason for that one. Alright, so yeah, Very Games, there you go. Very Games servers are updating. It'll be done automatically, so you'll probably get a warning if you're in the game when it's ready to download, when it's ready to do, just like what's going on here. It's being downloaded in the background. I have my little window off to the side there. As soon as it's done, it's going to have me close the game to do the update, and then da-da-da-da-da. Update on the Paint Anywhere mod. Nice. The mod map plays, but the editor is the problem. That could be an issue with the editor, too. You said it was a Gissel issue? I don't know. I'm sure Dave will be on... Whoa! Thank you, Car. Shortly here. And he'll probably be able to give a little more information on that. I don't know what time Dave went to bed, so...
Don't know either. I didn't see him on when I first loaded into Discord this morning.
Neither did I, and I was in here before you were.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, I saw nobody was in Discord, so I left Discord up, but you didn't even sign into Discord yet, so...
I always say leave myself as like I'm not actually in Discord. I pop in when I'm in. Misspelling error in the Gissel. Ah, that's weird.
Now, I wonder if there's an update to the Giants editor too.
No, that was asked about of Kerminator by Dave.
Okay.
And Kerminator had responded with their concern first and foremost was patch 1.2. Once 1.2 came out, they would be working on the editor, but keep in mind, Monday they go on holiday till the first of the year, so I wouldn't expect any big updates from them on that. Your quad track now goes twice as fast, Bundy. Did you have a modded quad track? They did mention that on, what was it, Erlingrat, the license plate would be fully customizable now, so they did make a change to the Erlingrat license plates at least.
Yeah, I think they couldn't do it before at all, like you could with Elmcreek or the hot air balloon map.
Oh, the new one? Oh, nice. Yep. Oh, the patch has been with these other companies for quite a bit already, yes, Jake. As a matter of fact, I can confirm it was not Sony that held up the update, as was originally speculated. Sony had nothing to do with the hold-up on the update. You can no longer lift your eggs without a mod or machinery. What's it telling you the egg pallet weight is, Humi? I can confirm it was Xbox that actually held up the update. It also had something to do with the issue reported about the mods not downloading correctly on console. That was because of an Xbox issue. Yes, that is my wife you can hear in the background there, Mr. Badass. What was in the patch? What wasn't in the patch?
Yeah, basically.
A
Yeah,
lot of
that's
things were in the patch. No, it was not Sony, Brucey. Alright, so changes and improvements. We had contract vehicles being adjusted, so no longer issues with, like, cotton contracts. There was bugs reported where people were buying used vehicles for 5 to 10 grand when they should have been 2 to 300 grand still used, things like that. Repair costs were fixed. Ridge markers won't dig up stones. They fixed day display numbers, price fluctuations. AI workers now use plows properly. A whole slew of things. Manure heaps were fixed. Loan interest rates were fixed. Seed usage when sowing grass was fixed. They fixed the fields 3637 on Elmcreek. Bunker silo issues. Infinitely lasting snow on the ground. The whole 9 yards. Eggs are 340. Yeah, see, they used to be 70 kilos, so they probably bumped them up to 340 from 70. As part of the update. I'm sure there were a lot of other things that aren't in this list that were changed. So, yeah, there is a whole lot of things. The map will no longer show needs plowing, needs lime outside of fields, too. That's really nice. So, come say hi.
Hello.
Mrs. Frost, folks.
Hello.
You only saw half of her head, but hey, you know. PG only, please, their Altered Blast. PG only. Yeah, PG only, please. Not a problem there, Altered Blast. But yeah, you'll probably need a forklift of some kind now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of stuff in this patch, folks. Super pumped for that.
Absolutely.
I would say it's the Manure Heap extension you'll still need, Paul, because that's what it calls for in the, that's what the Manure Heap extension was. No, she's not getting breakfast to the rescue, unfortunately. XZ Irish ZX, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I do appreciate that follow. Yes, so, patch day, ladies and gentlemen, patch day. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Do be patient if you have a Giants copy. It will take some time to download, folks. They only have so much bandwidth, though I'm sure they probably have already contacted their provider to try and boost their bandwidth in their building, would be my guess. You have 4 chicken farms. Have any tips to stack them fast? 3x5 in your truck. You can do what I do and get a trailer and just stack them on the trailer until you sell them all at once. But aside from that, I would say your best bet is to get good with a forklift, unfortunately, if they've updated the weights of the pallets that much. Time to make a Steiger mole version? There you go, Beretta. That Steiger does look pretty nice. But I think once I move over to Wolf Creek, I'll probably be going a lot of class equipment. I'm going to, believe it or not, move away from the old John Deere. At least in the beginning. Did we get any auto loads? No, Polly. And there are auto load trailers out there, but they're not using the easy auto load script. They're using a modified version of the Arcusin auto stack. They just removed the animations and sped it up. So it looks like they're an auto load trailer, but that's why you have to basically hit the button every time you want to try and load a pallet. So I personally am waiting for the easy autoload script to actually be updated myself. Before the update, whenever you stack pallets, it would only count the ones laying on the bed, not the actual stacked ones. Yeah, now it's going to probably count them a little bit better with the pallets, but I always had I always had it count them all as long as the strap went up over them. You get a Profi liner, but you need a ramp to get the forklift in. Aha! Well, that might be a bit there, Jake. That might be a bit, buddy. Big Daddy's supposed to be on at 8 for his... Hey, Big Daddy, if you're out there, wakey wakey, get your update downloading. Wakey wakey, Big Daddy. Patch day. I am super excited it's finally here because I've known it's in the works. I've been patient. I know things take time. I've got a coding background. I know things have to go through everything and the whole 9 yards. And I know people have been chomping at the bit and griping about everything. And it was in the works, folks. It's going to take time. Things are not going to be like they have in the past with crossplay. It's a new fact of life. If you can't wait for patches, folks, unfortunately, the only thing I can say is it's the new way of life. Giants made that change with the idea of getting more people into playing the game. They're trying to do what they can to obviously increase how many people buy the game, like any company would. And they will get better about getting patches put through, but give them time. Crossplay is a new, a new thing, so it's going to take time. They will get better about getting updates put through, for sure. Now you need to learn to add colors there, Bundy. Nice. Yeah, see, crossplay is a brilliant thing. It really is. Because now it doesn't matter what platform you're on, what platform your friend is on, you can play together. It is one of those things that, given even a chance, will be a really good thing for Giants, too. This thing misses a bunch. I've noticed when there's a lot of grass on the ground. It seems to miss bits. Yeah, I mean that you're not wrong, Vortex. I mean, you need a little patience. Yeah, they can't put out a patch every day like they used to because everybody has to remain on the same version. But look at how much stuff came in the patch. There is a lot of stuff in that patch, folks. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but Bodine. You're talking about a game that was a 12 gig download, 12.5 gig download, and the first patch for the game is 2.5 gig. You're talking, what, a fifth of the game files are now getting patched in the first update? That is a massive, massive update. So even without crossplay factored in, that's still a really big update to have to put out, you know? Exactly, Vortex. I'd rather have one substantial patch than a bunch of small ones that are rushed. Because the other thing you got to keep in mind, if you rush a patch and you change a value over here, and it inadvertently changes a value over here, and you can't realize that, then now you have to patch again to fix this value, which might change something over here, so you have to patch again. So let's let them have the time to fix this properly without it messing up this and this, and then you don't have 3 patches when instead you can only have 1 patch. You know, there's got to be a give and take here, folks. Sugar beet unload from harvest looks chunkier. Might be your imagination. It could be that they did that. Yes, the patch is out, cowboy. It is out indeed. Patch day, folks. It is here. And it is early. It is early. Yeah, people are still saying, though, Wizzy, that sometimes they quit and it goes to desktop. So they might have fixed some of it without fixing all of it. Oh, 1 second there, folks. I have an alarm going off on my phone. There we go. I really need to get an actual... Maybe that's what I'll order later. Scurvy.
What?
What do you use for get me the deets on your camera and send it to me so I can start doing research.
I'll send you to the Amazon link in Discord.
Perfect. I need to get an actual camera. It's not going away, so it's time to invest in an actual camera. I figured this was a quick, quick, cheap way of seeing if I wanted to do it, and now that I've seen the response from people and everything else, I'm gonna stick with the camera. Time to invest in a camera.
For people in chat, and then for you, Mr. Darius.
I appreciate that, Scurvy.
No problem. Yeah, it's the Logitech Brio, and they're a little bit more expensive, but 4K. So it's
Yeah,
really
I don't
nice
need
camera.
4K though when you only really stream in 720 or 1080.
I got it on sale. I don't know what the price is now. Oh, it's $1.60, so that's not bad.
Well, it lets me do some research anyway.
How much should I pay for it? Yeah, I paid. Yeah, I paid about that same price for it back in November.
You missed it, Epic Fool. It's the U.S. government. Why build one when you can build 2 for 3 times the price?
Exactly right. The greatest lie ever told. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help.
Yes, yes indeed. Give you an average or just for look? Are you talking about my 8R, Paulie? On that 8R, the reason I have the double tires is those are care tires. They won't destroy crop when I'm driving over it, because I have crop destruction turned on. How's it going there, Butchie boy? How you doing? You work for the government, Vortex? I'm sorry. What's new with the patch? A lot, Butchie boy, a lot. We will pull that back up again. Here is your list of changes and improvements. It's a substantial list. It's a pretty substantial list. As well as new content update number 1. Well, here, you've got all of these new additions as well. Still known issues. And the game comes with free content update number 1. 16 new pieces of equipment. New quad track, new road track, new Steiger, all kinds of stuff. This one here, that's a new brand, new brand. There's a lot of stuff on this, so it really is a pretty substantial patch. It is coming in at 2700 meg, roughly, for the patch size. They did fix some contract issues. They didn't specify exactly which ones. I'm waiting for my version to update still from Giants. Once that's done, I will be looking at the contracts specifically as I still have some oat harvesting contracts, I believe, in my menu here. Uh-oh, there, Aussie Wheels. What? Is it too addictive? Because that's not a problem. See, I've got field 40 oat here. I'm hoping this is still in my menu when I'm done, because I will take it just for the sake of looking at the, Yes, they did mention the animals running where they're not supposed to, so it should have fixed the pigs running through walls issue. I don't know, Billy. That might be in the next update. At least they added that baler, which is nice. And like I said, it just said contract fixes. So it could be that they fixed the wheat, oat, and barley issues. The game wasn't unfinished. It had issues, yes, but it was certainly far from unfinished. You show me a AAA title that was in better shape at release than Farm Sim. I'll wait. The Battlefield issues, Call of Duty issues. Look at Cyberpunk, for crying out loud. Cyberpunk was much hyped. Huge, hype leading up to release of that, to the point where they had Keanu Reeves and others hyping it on the main stages at shows, and look at the issues that had when it came out. So I wouldn't say it was unfinished. Did it have a few bugs? Sure. Were they game breaking? Not really. It's not like the game was unplayable. All of your tractors are stuttering around. Which tractors are you using? Which platform are you on? It was kind of cute, because you'd see them speed through the back, and then when they kind of went through the middle, they were like slow motion running. It was kind of cute. Their ears flapping and stuff, all the happy face. I'm going to have to go clip that before it goes away on me. Gonna have to go over. You're on PC? Which tractors are you using that seem to be stuttering while you're driving now? Ow. Steam's updating now. Nice to hear there, B. Graham. Patch day. Thank you there, Altered Blast. I appreciated that. Never fun when you have a bad back. Does FS become on Android this year? Hello? Who joined us?
Morning.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy, I would start downloading your patch now, sir, because it's going to be a while.
Yep.
Yeah, I see. I was at 28 days at one point.
Mine's telling me 5.5 hours. But you can hit
Yeah.
run in background and still play the game while it's downloading.
Oh, thank
Yep.
goodness.
You're back
Yeah,
on your
Blue
server?
Bashes.
Nice. I get
Yeah,
your
good morning,
tadpole.
Billy. Morning, Road
Big
Train.
Temple.
Hey, Aussie. How you guys doing?
Welcome back there, Big Daddy. I know you've been absent the last
Thanks,
few
man.
days dealing with stuff.
Yeah, man. Thanks. We'll try, like I said, try today and tomorrow and try to get back on somewhat a schedule. To try to keep it going until the first of the year anyway.
Yeah, no worries.
Morning, puppies.
Yeah, I haven't been putting myself on the calendar because I don't have a Google Calendar for that. So.
Gotcha. Morning, Tadpole. That's all right, man. Go whenever you want.
But
Go biggie, man.
basically, I've been putting myself in anywhere I see a gap.
Right. Nice. Good, man. Good.
Including yesterday when all of Twitch died while I was streaming, and we got really upset because we thought the streak had ended, but it never actually killed my stream. It just booted everybody from Twitch.
Wow.
For like a half hour.
Jeez, man. Wow.
And I mean, there was issues where the chat kept going in and out. I kept having to refresh my browser to get the chat back for a second or two. It was like a big mess. Completely destroyed my average viewers for that period because it booted everybody off. But it didn't break up the stream.
Nice.
Ergo, the streak is intact. Twitch tried to kill it and they couldn't. Ha
Sorry, the band plays on.
That's right. It continues. We are now into day 27, folks.
Almost
Continuous
30 days
coverage.
of
How's it
coverage
going there,
that
Mother
blows
Trucker?
my mind.
Patch day, Mother Trucker, patch day. I've been singing it all morning. Patch day.
We have 627 hours.
There is a good possibility, Aussie Wheels, that a lot of different patches or different mods might have issues now. Well, thank you there, Epic Fool. I do try. It's hard to see with the black shirt behind me, but it is fairly sufficient beard.
Unlike Scurvy's. I know.
You can't call that a beard, Scurvy. I'm sorry, but...
That's why I said unlike Scurvy's.
Yes, it does, Butchie Boy. It will cover all DLC that are included in the patch that they mentioned. Total noob question. Can the system requirements for the game be met on a laptop? Yes, Vortigan. My son plays on his laptop 50 plus frames a second, and he's got an Asus laptop with a 1660 graphics card in it. And it was a $500 Walmart laptop. So yes, it can definitely be met with a laptop. Patchy the Pirate. Aye, you scurvy dogs.
Patchy the Pirate. Road Train, you're banned. Just
No,
banned.
no. Road Train's gonna get VIP access. I will make it happen.
No.
Yeah.
No, he will not.
I will somehow VIP him in Scurvy stream for that comment now.
Nope.
And
Denied.
Scurvy's gonna get a package sent to his house in the form of an eye patch to wear for his next stream.
Oh, jeez.
Over Scurvy's dead body. Over Scurvy's dead body.
Hey, your name is Scurvy. Come on.
Yeah.
Aye, you scurvy dogs.
Oh, Lord, no respect. I don't get respect in my own stream. Don't get respect in other people's streams.
You're
like
part
I'm
of the
Rodney Dangerfield.
SGA. If you wanted respect, you joined the wrong group.
I joined the wrong one. Can I revoke my membership, please?
Cowboy. If you got it from Giants Cowboy, just start the game up. If you're in the game, quit out, restart the game. Sorry about that. Chat's been scrolling pretty quick. Only 3 more years and you can catch Streamer House. Yeah, well, it's still pretty impressive because here there has been somebody chatting with you every step of the way, not just a stream up. We have had somebody live interacting with chat, playing the game for into day 27 now. So Streamer House can have its little streak, but I think this is more impressive.
Yeah, this is more 627 hours continuous.
This update has brought problems. Just found out workers can't harvest properly. Full tank, and they just keep going out of the field. Hope there's a hot fix for that soon. Oh, that's...
Oh, boy. That's it.
That's like a stone picker issue.
Does Big Daddy have a beard?
I try. I have, since,
no, those
maybe
two $1 DLCs are not covered in the Season 1 patch, Butchie Boy. It only covers 3 DLCs plus the expansion, I believe.
Yes. And we should
play
be
on a
seeing
laptop.
one soon,
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, it should be probably in January, my guess, because they're going to go on.
Yeah, January.
It'll probably be in January. AI is doing weird row skipping and doesn't finish the row sometimes. Donnie Siegel, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing today? It's patch day. Not a problem, Road Train. Not a problem.
So we're gonna have a SGA beard off, meaning
Darius
we're gonna
wins.
No.
No,
Darius is judge as well as myself. It's a beard off between Scurvy, Hyam, and Dave. We're gonna let it go a month. We should let it go a month, and whoever has a better looking beard wins.
I bet you Dave's gonna win. He actually gets more hair on his face. Scurvy's got a little patch on his chin. Sorry, Scurvy, but it's true.
Yeah, no shaving of the beards. No.
I have a friend from, going back to grade school, and for the longest time we called him Patches. Literally, because his hair grew in on his face in patches.
Yeah. Yep.
His sister started that, and everybody called him Patches from that point on.
Horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, yeah. I got you stretched there, Butchie. Thank you very much for that. Billy, I got more hair on my chest than Scurvy has on his face.
Hey, well, you know what,
Scurvy.
Billy?
Poor
Good for you and your
Scurvy.
hairy chest.
Poor
Good for you.
Scurvy.
Oh,
Poor Scurvy. You
Thank
can't
God I
you
gotta go
can't
to
leave
work
Jab
soon.
out of the beard judging competition.
No, Jab.
Oh no, true, Judge.
Yeah, he would win anyway by default, and therefore.
Well, that's
No,
what I'm saying.
he's a
Scurvy-
judge. He's not
Yeah,
part
he's
of the
a judge.
competition.
Oh, he's a
You can't compete.
judge.
No.
Oh,
This is between Scurvy and Dave for the beard off.
You got to throw X-Man in there too, because he doesn't have one either.
Yeah, he's still, I think, a little bit further along.
He's got a camera though.
He does. True.
So when are you going to get a camera there, Big Daddy?
There's not one big enough to cover my whole place. So
They've got wide-angle lenses.
Yes, they do. They have fish eyes. That would work.
Jeez.
I don't think we'd want to see Boom's face.
No.
There, Brucey.
I see. That's when you're gonna see my face. If you see Boom's face, you'll see my face. Boom's my last glowing hope. I almost pulled Darius into it, and just as I was about to say something, there's Darius on stream. Like, no.
Yeah, no, fake beards don't count. And apparently there are a lot of AI issues now, so something to keep in mind, folks. There could be some issues with the patch. Again, it's one of those things. They can make a change somewhere, but because everything is so integrated, there's a good possibility that things could break elsewhere. So have some patience, folks. I am doing fantastic this morning, Irish Gamer. My patch is at 650 out of 2,700 megabytes.
677.
Oh, hush, Scurvy. You started before I did.
Yeah, like 2 minutes.
You still started before I did.
Oh, everybody's a complainer.
Well, yeah. It's not hot enough. It's too cold. It's too hot. It's too lumpy.
Jeez. I think the only thing that could be too lumpy is maybe mashed potatoes.
No, lumpy mashed potatoes are good mashed potatoes. I like them a little on the lumpy side.
What about oatmeal? Oatmeal's
I
another one.
love oatmeal.
Oatmeal is
Love
good,
oatmeal.
yeah.
I do overnight oats though, so I don't
Okay.
do the microwave instant ones in
Mm.
there. So I'll have like 8 ounces whole milk and scoop of protein powder in my overnight oats.
Patch
Is
is
what I
out
do.
on. It should be out, Irish. You might have to force check for an update on your console.
Probably.
Good morning, Fat Jeff.
Hey, Fat Jeff.
Morning, Jeff.
What about cream of? What about
Cream of wheat.
cream of wheat? Yeah.
Lumpy? Absolutely. You win a lottery when you find a lump in cream.
No thanks. No thanks.
All right, there's that row.
Oh, no patch for Xbox yet, huh?
I'm sure it's coming. They won't have released it without everything else.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised it came out as early as it did. I was... A little birdie told me that it was supposed to be coming today sometime if everything went well. but not for a few hours yet. So
Yeah.
you just give it some time. It'll be here.
Trust me, if we're downloading it, you should be able to download it soon.
Yep, indeed.
Scurvy never lies.
Don't go saying that, Scurvy.
Oh boy. Rice cream.
Rice
Ice cream?
cream.
Rice cream. I don't think I ever had rice cream. No.
Yeah.
Ice cream, yes.
can't eat it.
That is not the updated patch, Cowboy. You'll have to quit the game completely to the desktop, and then start the game back up. See, here's mine downloading right there.
Oof, is that a 0.06 megabytes per second?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, it is
Holy
indeed.
Everybody's getting
crap.
that.
If you've got the
Oof.
Giants version right now, they are inundated.
A little bit.
Yeah, maybe instead of protein powder, Scurvy, you should be adding vitamin C. Help with that scurvy.
I hate you all.
Oh, Butchie boy, that's a good one.
Just wear the
I
eye.
hate you all. I really do.
Just wear the eye patch, otherwise we'll make you walk the plank.
Really, Big Daddy?
Sorry, man. I had
Really?
to join in. I felt like I was leaving out. I was trying to be nice, bite my tongue.
Oh boy. Poor Scurvy this morning.
Hey,
Road Train
wall.
said suck on an orange. Oh.
If this wasn't a PG stream, I'd tell you something else to go do right now. But,
I have a question from a friend. His FS22 won't upgrade. What platform is he on, Darkside? And what's the question? If you have FS on Steam, just restart Steam. Yes, correct. You might have to restart Steam to get the patch to download on Steam, which means closing completely. No, Altered Blast, that is a pile of lime. You're not the first person to ask.
Wow, that's
Dead
one
zones
of the
are
first,
just are linked to key bindings, so that also resets the default. Yep, I would expect dead zones to reset every now and then. That's been a known issue. Yes, we did start picking on Scurvy a bit.
a little bit. Well, he mentioned the word beard. So,
after all this talk, I need a beer right now.
beard.
Yep, beard with a D.
A D.
Oh gosh.
Not a
Who
beer.
else just joined Discord to join in this?
That
trash
would
and
be
scurvy today?
X-Man 1971. It's patch day, X-Man. Patch is out. I know you're in Jamaica
Guys,
still, but
how's
it's patch day.
I know. Hey, how's the patch? Because that's what I'm asking.
Oh, it's a pretty big patch. It's
has to be
2,700 meg.
Yeah, because I read the change notes. Did they change? I mean, how does the stuff work? I mean,
I'm still
Machine
waiting for
didn't
mine to
tell me.
download, so I'll get back to you on that one. Giants is like inundated.
I bet.
I'm getting 0.00 megasecond 24 days until finished.
Way early in the morning, and now the kids are like, "Oh, rum is really good." Just saying.
All right.
So does that go
I need
with like
some
a
Scurvy,
piracy?
Scurvy,
Yeah.
you can start in because we've been picking on you. If you want to go at X-Man.
You can go at X-Men all you want. I deserve it. I'm here suffering so bad.
FYI, X-Man, you have been included in a beard off with Scurvy and Dave for the best beard in a month time. Mr. Wispa18, thank you for
Never
the follow.
agreed to
Welcome
this.
to the channel. How you doing?
I never got the memo. I never got the memo.
That just came out recently. It was hot off the press.
This is hot off the presses. You're now getting
Yes.
the memo.
This is breaking news.
My God, you guys are going to lose to me anyway. It's not even a fair fight. I'm
Yep.
just saying.
But then just jump straight into the game. Oh, I'm sorry there, Darkside. I missed that comment. Lime sure makes it looks like laundry powder, yes. With the PC, if it shows the update or checking for updates, then just jump straight into the game. Where are you located, Darkside? Cause I'm curious, because mine started as soon as I left the game. I booted it up, and it was right into the updater.
How are you playing the game? Because I see on Twitch you're still playing. You shouldn't be able to play.
You can hit run in background, and it will let you start the game while it downloads.
Oh, I got you.
Because I wasn't about to wait for this thing to download while I was waiting here in stream. Oh, see? 2 days, 8 hours, 18 minutes, 2 hours, 7 minutes. It's all over the place right now. And you're having... Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's on the Giants' end of things. Dave won't last a week in that competition. Exactly. So, alright, we'll just judge it. X-Man wins, and Scurvy, you don't have to worry about it.
Good.
He'll get honorable mentions.
Yep. First place X-Man, second place Dave, honorable mention Scurvy.
All right, let me see. I got to entice this here. So how's this going to work? So we're going to have X-Men, we'll have Scurvy, and we'll have Dave.
You gotta wait
Do
for
it
your
for a
update
month.
due to
Let's start-
Steam?
Let's
Why is that there, Butchie Boy? Did you try closing Steam completely and then start over? It is indeed, Stan War. It's patch day for Farm Sim. Yes, Cowboy, when it starts downloading, if you hit run in background, you can continue to play. And it will have you exit the game once it's downloaded. I would say just have him check a couple of different times, Darkside. Giants is pretty well inundated at the moment, so it could be that when he's trying to start the game, it's not communicating quite with Giants, and it's just kicking into the game.
But you guys got to understand, too, that there was 1.5 million copies sold, so everybody who's starting their game today could not be 1.5, but it's overloading their system.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Steam is that way, where you can't play a game until it updates. Yeah. I
Yeah.
gotcha. So it's just the Giants edition that we're able to
Yeah.
do that.
Because it's direct through them.
Right.
Download is finished from Giants and doing the install. Started well after you. Well, that's good to hear, MacGyver. Yeah, see, mine keeps kicking in. Like right now, it's downloading at a little over 2 meg a second, and it's 20 minutes out. So it's up and down and all over the place. It's not uncommon. It's to be expected. They are mentioned that there were some contract fixes in the patch, but they didn't specify exactly what those fixes are. I have an OAT contract in my log currently. I'm hoping once the patch downloads that it's still in my log. I plan on pulling that up and checking it to see if indeed it is fixed. Yeah, see, it's a 2700 meg update, but it's probably changing a lot of additional files. Not that I'm aware of, Benson. It doesn't sound like anything that was changed would require a new start. The only time a new save is required for that stuff is when you're dealing with like landscaping changes and stuff like that. And it's Benson A. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Alright, Kilo is reporting that the AI is working just fine on a new save, but is apparently having the issue on existing saves. So, it might be an issue too where try starting your game up, resaving, exit, go back in. So maybe it's just an update where it needs to update the save file and then kick in with the AI updates.
It might be possible. I mean, anything can win the patch. You don't know.
Yeah, well, because they mentioned a lot of AI updates in the patch, and people are now reporting that it's like just combine's full, keeps going down the field the whole 9 yards. So maybe it's a thing where it needs to hit the save file and then do its thing, you know. It's going pretty darn good there, JPM. It's patch day for Giants. On all platforms, actually. So, Farm Sim patch day. You're playing 2160 and still stuttering. So people are apparently saying, and some NVIDIA stuff is causing stuttering issues. I will,
double check your settings.
Yeah, well, they mentioned
Maybe
the DLSS
now-
fixes, which with the streaking, ghosting images.
Yeah. Oh.
So there
Well,
could be some
yeah,
things where
well,
there's some tweaks that need to be made.
Yeah, if Scurvy can get updated fast enough, he can test it out.
Yep, same here. Wrathkey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Or is that Wrath KY, or Wrath Kentucky? I'm guessing maybe. Base game Forge Wagon won't unload into silage pit now. That's interesting, Steve. Is the silage pit completely empty? There's no leftover silage potentially in it. And have you tried like potentially replacing the silage pit, because they did make a bunch of updates to the silage pits as far as silage getting stuck in them goes. So it might be an issue where you have to sell off and rebuy the silage pit. Try that, see if that helps. I don't know. Yep, when you get into Wolf Creek, your new case quad track will look sweet. Indeed it will. Indeed it will. Yeah, 16 new pieces of equipment and free content update 1. Next man.
Yeah, I know. I said, I got to read it. It came right up on my phone. I'm like, I'm gonna look at this.
Yeah, the video actually is pretty nice looking. Cool. It's. I mean, it's their quick little jump from video to video. It would have been nice if it was like 2 minutes instead of 1:10, so you could have an extra second or two looking at things. But you know, hey. Brand new save, starting farm on Erlingrad. Interesting.
How did the server test go last night?
I don't know. I was sleeping. I think everything went good. There was no update from Dave this morning, so I'm assuming things went good. Yeah, you might have to try and force dump instead of just get the trigger to dump. Try that, Steve. Thank you, Tom. I want to play that Wolf Creek more and more now. Yeah, a lot of people do. But this is one of those things that we definitely had to wait for, because who knows what might have gotten tweaked that might break things into Wolf Creek with the patch. So that's one of the reasons Dave didn't want to rush to put it out. You never know what Giants might have done elsewhere that could break things for Dave, you know?
Well, now see, Dave made those buildings removable. Now Giants did. So how is that going to work with what Dave did?
Well, yeah, exactly. Did that have any effect on things? Or is it okay because Dave has a separate map file, you know? It's one of those question marks.
Exactly. Or did they make all those now placeable buildings? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So did that now affect the i3Ds that he's linked to and everything else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's just a ton of people downloading right now, Benson. Be patient. People are reporting a lot of these same issues from Giants when downloading the actual game prior to release. There were a lot of lag and slowdown issues. So give it a little bit of patience. The download will complete. Mine is still taking time. It keeps fluctuating all over the place. So. Nice there, Tech Mike. Where can you read the patch notes? If you go to Giants' website, I'll actually link the article right here into chat. But right on, they put out a blog post this morning. You get a nice video on free content update 1 with the new equipment. You also get all of this information here. For all of the patch stuff, there's a whole bunch of patch notes. A bunch of new additions added to the game. I like this whole added yield potential and weed removing tool recommendation to field info. Plus, olives and grapevines now parallel snap to one another, according to their patch notes. So that will be interesting. But check that, give it a read through, and see what you think. Yeah, all these modders who don't use an i3D file in the mod, them mods maybe. That is a very good possibility, Beretta, that people that were linking to in-game Giants i3Ds, if they made any changes to the i3Ds and stuff like that, nodes, might break a lot of these mods that don't have included i3Ds in them. That's a possibility. Truck is so dirty you cannot see anything in cab view. Nice. How's it going, Guns? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How you doing this morning? On Farm Sim Patch Day. Hey, X-Man. If we lose you, have a drink for me, bud.
Yep. Indeed.
Oh, I'm not drinking yet because that doesn't start serving until 10. So.
Aww. You can still have one for me later.
Indeed.
Well, the problem is the more people come on the beach, I lose connectivity a lot of times.
That's why I said if we lose you, I'm
telling.
telling.
People out here yet.
If we lose you, I'm telling you now. Just have a drink for me at some point.
I'm more than one. Trust me on that one.
Well, that's why I said one for me. You can have as many for yourself as you want. Yeah, they added more equipment. Appreciate that. Might have woke up from a crazy dream and your gums hurt, so you didn't want to be up. Still not restart Steam for a patch. Yeah, no water on your farm, Bauer. Oh, Bauer with his dirty truck. AI is working better on your save game. So T Miller's reporting it's actually working better for him on his save game. Did you do anything special, T Miller, or did you just load it up and start doing it? Maybe it's just certain things. And you're also on USA Plus, correct there, T Miller? You're not on a base game map? I know I had seen you playing on that. I just want to double check you're still on that map. Just loaded up on USA Plus. Okay. That is something to consider. Oh, dang. You need to go through and update some of your mods. It's a very good possibility, Mr. Alpaca. Okay, Bale's fermented instant into silage and the bunker was kicked back from 17 to 1, so something happened. Alright, this is on the Swiss map. Yes, there's a very good possibility that things with the bunker silos might have tweaked and stuff like that. Need new update from the editor. Not reloading the correct map. Rag Ageless Official is saying. Yes, the editor is expecting an update at some point, but their concern had been to get the game updated first. So give them some time on that one. Cat Mower is glitched on Tech Mike's save, according to his post. There is a good possibility that some of these mods will require updates, folks. Give it some time. People are just waking up. Trying your Erlangrat save now. Game is ready to play Butchie. Nice, good to see her. You go get yourself ready for school, please. Oh, the problem is he sits here and he stands right beside my shoulder while I'm trying to stream, which is a little distracting to begin with, but then the cat will come in and literally sit and like try to climb up him and bump into me the whole time, which is a bit more annoying. Just looked at all the mods you have in the same game and all seems fine. Alright, that's good to hear there, Billy. Jitteriness isn't as bad now. Alright. That could be that things just need to reload and update things like that. Anybody else that was having that were claiming they still had the streaking with the DLSS on, does it go away after a time after things update? Just a curious question. New equipment is in GE. Haven't checked maps. All right. I am only using the mod hub mods from game. Yeah, there's a good possibility that some of these mods, folks, will have broken. It happens. I mean, 2700 meg is a significant chunk of files that they've changed. So if mods are accessing certain parts of those files, it might have tweaked them. You're gonna have to set your steering wheel up again. Yep. I've seen a few people report that their controls have reset with the patch. Any specific key bindings you might have had.
Is Big Daddy still in here?
Yes, sir.
Did you see who got fired?
No.
Didn't last long. Jacksonville.
Really?
Coach?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, how many college coaches have lasted? The only one right now is Pete Carroll.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. Well, I think it was only a matter of time after the controversy that came out. You know what I mean? I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner.
Streaking
Yeah,
seems a lot better now. Nice. Billy's reporting that his streaking seems to be a lot better now. He's doing 120 kph without much issue. So it could be that people saying they're still getting the streaking with DLSS need to just give it a few minutes for it to really kick in and...
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes it takes some time, folks. You load the game up. The changes aren't going to all kick in immediately. Things need to reload themselves. Still is a problem when you start the AI on top of the bridge over the highway. It wants to go on the highway below. That's probably it. You're on the USA Plus. That might not have been adjusted on that specific map, T Miller, because it is a custom map. If they made changes to the base Elmcreek map, they won't automatically carry over to the USA Plus map. Nope, I did not switch DLSS off again because it was blurry on the farmyard out of my gravel. Trees are still flickering. The trees still flickering is a known issue. They didn't make any changes there. They're still looking into that particular glitch. Walked around for a good while, stuttering enabled TAA and allows as good as before.
Yeah, exactly. I did get. I did something to stop. I did something in my settings to stop that. I can't remember what I did because I had that flicker. Color changes.
Yeah, and it did say that it's only on certain hardware setups. So depending on how you have your settings done, it could be causing that flickering, which is why they don't have a fix for it yet. They're still looking into what's causing that. You haven't gotten to check nighttime DLSS yet? Well, like I said, not everything's going to disappear and update and fix right away. It could be certain cards and things like that. That's why we're asking questions. Be on it later today. All right, there, Beretta. It'll be interesting to check. I know, sir. Obviously, if they made changes to the base Elmcreek, it won't be done on custom maps. So there is that. Oh yeah, what the heck? Yes, it's still 14 bales for this one, mother trucker. Well, it could cause a mod that works fine before the update to make the same mod to have 90% of the mod disappear after the update. What mod is that, Aussie Wheels? Is pretty stuttering pretty bad for you on a 3080 Ti. That's interesting. Giants broke your game. What happened, Road Trains? Alright, so in the case of the Treks, it probably what happened is the mod needs an update with some of the changes Giants made, would be my guess. Yeah, I'm thinking. No, the Trek should have its own i3D for sure, Bretta. In the case of the Trek 600. Thank you. I have breakfast. Dunkin' Donuts, shameless plug. Not for any reason other than to say Dunkin' Donuts. Alright there, Dumpster. We'll catch you later, bud. If the field tells you to roll your field. What field are you talking about and what state is it in, Road Trains? Yep. Need a little more information other than just telling you that. The big M500 has missing parts also. Again, if it's a mod, it probably has issues with the update. Let me check to make sure. 24 bales. 24 bales. I've made a mix of mods with and without i3Ds and they all seem fine. It all depends on which mods they were and what got changed. Canola crop first growth stage. So it's telling you to roll the crops. Is that what you're saying? Is it because you have under filters it needs rolling and mulched is in that category? Oh, so you're saying now that under this filter they add rolling and mulched in here now? That would make sense. Yes, it is indeed progressing there, Snake Man. I'm now up to 900 meg out of 2700. Yes, if the crop is coming out of the ground and you put a roller across it, you're going to destroy your crop. Hello?
Good day.
How's it going? Patch day.
Yeah. I'm working on my. Just let you know, I'm working on going through all my mods.
Yeah, some people were saying the mower pack was having issues.
The big N500 somehow I had originally switched to call the shader from the $sign data folder, but somehow it ended up calling an old shader that was still left in the mod.
Ah.
Yeah, well, and I think that might have been an FS19 shader. That's the reason it's coming up invisible, basically, minus the interior and the four wheels.
There you go, Aussie Wheels. Winston is working on it. Give him give him some time. He'll get it fixed.
Yeah, well, I've already got the mower fixed and tested. I'm just going through. I'm just going to go through all of them quickly. Most of the mower pack is from 22 anyway, so I'm not too worried. There's only the mower, the swath throw, the pickup wagon, and I did add in, because somebody was asking about adding in the silage additive to the wagon with the wings. So I got that done. It basically, you got your capacity option with and without, and I did it for all of them and increased the amount of silage additive depending on the
awesome.
The capacity that the trailer holds. That's what I'm working on currently. So as soon as I get them updated, they'll be updated on the site. So just thought I'd drop and let you know.
Perfect. And okay. Road Trains with the rolling. The rolling has to be done immediately after seeding before the crop starts growing. So you seed and roll before the crop comes out of the ground. If you try to roll after the crop comes out of the ground, you're going to kill the crop. And that's exactly how it's listed on the Giants website. Rolling is done after the ground has been cultivated, you have seeded, and before the crop comes out of the ground. The rolling will then increase the yield. So I'm guessing what happened was it said needs rolling for yield bonus, and you never did it before it actually came out of the ground, so when you rolled, it was actually too late, is my guessing. Still game crashes when going to the main menu from other menus and then save. It is a random thing, Butchie Boy, so keep an eye on it. Stones are shown on the map. Interesting, Bauer. See, like this here, road trains has been rolled. I seeded this with canola, and before the actual ground started growing, before it actually popped out of the ground, I rolled the field. So now it's got the rolled texture instead of my planted texture because I've already rolled that field. Do have good news. Since your mom came for a visit, she bought me all your baseball cards, football, and hockey. Oh, nice. That's good to hear there, cowboy. Something like that. 2.5% to 5%. It didn't really specify. With seasonal growth, as no will the plants wither or not. If you're in seasons with the seasonal growth turned on, and you get past the harvesting window, the crops will wither. Yep. All right. So same thing that happened to the cat Big M, as well as I'm sure several other mods that have been converted over from 19. It seems like there's a shader issue that's now causing them to not load in properly. So you'll have to give those modders time to update their mods. Well, they didn't say that the repair, the painting costs were fixed. They did say the repair bills were fixed, though. So they may not have adjusted paint pricing yet. Good morning, Yosho. It's patch day, bud. Patch day. Look at this, patch day. Giants is taking forever. Hurry it up, please. What is in this What is this update? The pallets are so broken down. They're flying now? Well, they did say they adjusted pallet physics.
Maybe they're broken now. I thought the pallets were just fine.
Yeah, well, and my thought when they said it, because it didn't specify anything else, was maybe it was to do with the pallets being stuck in the ground. But people have also reported now that the egg pallets are 340 kilograms instead of 70. Which kind of makes sense. There are a lot of eggs on that pallet, you know?
So now you can't pick up eggs by hand.
Nope. And now at least the eggs are a little less broken price-wise, because if you could have a whole bunch of them, just throw the pallets around by hand, you know? So much lag, according to road trains. Give it a second to straighten itself out. People have been saying there was lag, and yes, there were some known issues still listed there, Yosho. I need to refresh my memory as to which one you're talking about. Known issues. Oh yes, the contract bonus yield is too high. Enjoy it while it lasts. My guess is they're going to go from a 75% requirement to like a 95% requirement. Well, you're 1050, you're getting better FPS. Nice to hear there, T. Miller. Just eat the eggs for fun. Pallets are not loaded properly from the greenhouse. Give it time to let itself cycle a bit, Paul. It might just take a few cycles of pallets coming out of it. Trying to load the wool and it's flying from the forklift. Maybe they did do something to the pallet physics. Were those pallets there before the game updated, Ryan?
Oh, that could be. You might have to get rid of the pallets first, and any new pallets that spawn will work.
Road Transit saying he doesn't like version 1.2.
Well,
MacGyver's saying Swiss save game worker doing everything, no issues. That's good to hear. They
I do think
adjusted
you're
the
right,
capacity of the pallets. What do you mean they adjusted the capacity of the pallets there, Beard? Did they go up in capacity or down? Why are you trying to open a support ticket, cowboy? Yeah, file needs to be zipped when I use. Oh, so capacity went up on the honey pallets? That's a good thing to know. They probably went from 120 liters up higher because 120 liters wouldn't take very long to fill. After the patch,
No,
the
they
game
didn't.
don't save anymore. It just crashed, according to Oppies. Which map were you playing on, Oppies, and what have you done since? They're likely, yeah, no worries. Yeah, those particular mods may not have the right header in them guns for multiplayer. Could be causing that. Butch says he loves the wheel more now. That's good to hear. Upped force feedback and sensitivity to 200, and fighting to turn when you go. When I go road slightly from the grass. Interesting, nice. Elmcreek base map, and you're suddenly not able to save. It's crashing. Interesting. Try loading your save game again and see if you can save after that. Just go straight to a save. Curious if it's something specific. Do you have a lot of pallets or other things like that on your save game, Oppies? Anything that they might have adjusted that's causing that to...
but I wasn't home. I could test that because I have like 100 pallets of honey sitting in my one.
I'm in the same boat. I've got a trailer full of honey pallets right now. I have a trailer full of egg pallets right now. So I'm sitting here going, oh, interesting. I might have an issue when I update my save or update my game that I might have, a bunch of save issues all of a sudden because of all of these extra pallets.
I don't think that they. I mean, you know how updates go. You might have to. Remember how Dave warned us? You might want to pull those pallets off before I make this change for you.
Yep. Good morning, Amaki. How are you doing on patch day? Have you started downloading your patch yet, Amaki? Basic Elmcreek is running and saving okay, M-Roller. Good to know. Doing fine. That's good to hear there, Amaki.
Morning, Amaki.
Good morning, Savage Wolf. How are you doing today? Do chickens go outside the pen? You have some out. You've never seen that before. I have on occasion had them walk outside the pen a little bit there, T. Miller. Not a lot, but a little bit. They'll occasionally walk out of the pen. Not yet, just getting up. Now that I know this... Yep, get it started. Queen Fran the First. Just wanted to report that you have no bugs yet with the new patch. That is good to hear, Queen Fran. All the pallets are now half full, Road Train says. Which pallets? The honey pallets, you're saying?
I'm guessing those honey pellets were there prior to the update, so that's why it's probably showing half to increase
Yep.
the capacity. That's my guess.
Beard says he's having no issue with his old pallets on his save. They just looked weird. Honey pallets? Yep, okay. 3, 2, 1, fight the wheel. You might want to turn it down now. Alright, let me go across the street and get the grass there fertilized quick. Egg pallets are 74 and 1400. Are those old pallets or new pallets, T. Miller? On Steam, Savage, you'll have to close Steam completely and then restart Steam. If you're using modded animal pens, they may not get the animal runaround fix. That's also true, Beretta. Modified animal pens won't actually get that updated fix. Morning, bud. Woke up, noticed the update, found the patch notes on your Facebook post. Yes, indeed, Mr. Higgs Boson. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Matt.
Maybe old, but there's a new one spawning now. Yeah, check it. And are you using an edited pen there, T. Miller? By any chance? Is it a modified animal pen or no? Did that and nothing? Good, you hope all is well. All is indeed well, Mr. Matt. You're using the in-game one? Yeah, wait and see what happens with the new pallet coming out, if it comes out with the same weight on it. It may be that your old pallets will remain the old weight, and the new ones that spawn out are the new weight. How's it going, Mr. JWB? And then when you're closing Steam, make sure it's not minimizing to your taskbar. This is a vehicle control add-on, Jijba. If you use exclamation VCA, it will bring you to a direct download for this. It's a PC-only mod. Thank you there, Beretta. Yeah, you probably already have it. Steam and everything went around about an hour and a half ago, yeah. Yosho said check streamer talk there, Big Daddy.
10-4.
Is the best add-on one you've installed so far. Nice. I good to hear there, Queen Fran. Downloading the update now there, bad lad. Awesome. Faster clock, 380 speed. Did they add a new clock speed to the map, I wonder, to the game?
Sounds good, Josho. Yeah, I was just up early. I saw a gap, so I jumped in here, and that's why, yep, whatever you see on the counter, go for it.
Downloading. Downloading.
Yeah.
I'm at 1.05 megasecond. It's 27 minutes at the moment, but that's subject to very subject to change. We'll put it that way. Very subject to change.
0.004 megabytes per second.
He just said, Yosho, that he looked at the schedule, saw an opening. Feel free or something like that.
What I was saying, yeah. Basically, that's what I was doing. Just like I said, if it's on the open space in the counter, go for it.
Yep. 240 and 360 is what Bob Dang is saying were added as speeds, so not just 120 for a max anymore.
Very nice.
That'll help instead of just sleeping through the day. That's actually really nice. I ain't saying it's going to be done in 51 minutes, bad lad. Nice. Cool. Neato. Nice faster speeds. Playing 12 hours and use that fermenting silo and it did okay. Needs to hold more and process faster. Yeah. That's unfortunately a modded production thing, whatever they set it to. one day 3 hours for you on the download. Yeah, mine has been going from 28 days to 20 minutes to 15 days to 4 hours. It's all over the place. Yeah, you might just need to... One of the things you could do, Matt, is go in and look at the production cycles and just double the number of production cycles. It's a line in the production code now. 0.2 megasecond, or 0.02. Yep, I'm at 0.12. It was at 1.5, now it's 0.12, so... It's all over the place. All over the place. Trying to fill the half by placing it back at the spawn point. Wait till it goes to 0.00, Yosho. That's always the fun one. Yep. Soon, 0.0000. Soon.tm. How's it going there? Ah, wow. Lestquup, I'll say. I hope I didn't butcher that too badly. Or is it more like a French pronunciation? 2 wheat fields have all done to it. It had to be done and shows now yield bonus 98%. Nice, that's cool, MacGyver. They did say they were going to do an expected yield bonus thing. Alright, cool. Putting the partial pallets back into the thing will top them off. That's nice to know. Yes, indeed, there, Mr. Higgs. Yes, indeed. Early Christmas present from Giants. Patch day. What speed are you running at, MacGyver? Because that's actually seems fairly cheap compared to what it used to be. MS computer links to pass on the downloads to other computers. Evil Reyes coming in with a raid of 49 viewers. Good morning, Evil Reyes. How are you doing? Oh, that's no good, Yosho. She's supposed to be drawing me dragons, not becoming one. I hope she gets feeling better. Pass on my thoughts and sympathies there, Yosho. Can I get a shout out from Mr. Evil Reyes, please? Oh, no, Billy's already on it. You are awesome, Billy. Did notice that it is pretty CPU dependent, but it's okay. Nice, yep. If you can wait on downloading, I suggest you do so, because starting your download now, just going to further hinder the server first, starting it in a couple of hours. Yeah, I mean, if you try to do it now, it's just gonna, I mean, you're gonna be waiting. So, good morning, Silver Architect 78. Evil Reyes raid indeed. You're doing fantastic. Gotta give some love to Tavern Crawler 2. You raided me like 3 minutes before. Well, thank you there, Tavern Crawler, for raiding Mr. Evil Reyes. Could you manage a shout out for him as well there, Mr. Billy Alpaca? How are your streams there, people? How are you guys doing? No, you don't need to wait till next year for the new patch. Just, you may want to wait, you know, an hour or two if you can take it, because it might actually work a lot better for you. How's it going there, Amethyst Neon? How you doing this morning? Tavern Crawler. Sorry, Tavern_Crawler. Evil Reyes just posted it in stream. Enjoying the stream work time? Nice there. Good, B Graham. Waiting any time as West Coast wakes up. Waiting now only impacts later. Yeah, I mean, you can start it now, start it later. It doesn't matter. It's going to take its time. The more people complete it, the faster it'll speed up. Doing awesome, but I have to raid and run because you need to walk out the door for work. Alright there, Evil Reyes. I do appreciate the raid again this morning. And we'll catch you next time, bud. Tavern Crawler was also playing FS22. Welcome there, Tavern Crawler, if you're still around, unless you did a raid and run to Mr. Evil Reyes, which is a possibility. So the best time to roll, plow everything before seeding. You should plow, if you've got weeds turned on, it's a good idea to plow every single time because it will prevent weeds in the next cycle. Yes, there are patch notes, Amethyst. As a matter of fact, they are on the Giants website. They put out a nice big blog post. I'll link it again. Yes, I also plow every single time there, Road Trains. You see what I'm doing now to this field? I'm going to mulch it to get rid of the stubble. I'll then plow it. I'll check if it needs lime. If it doesn't, I'm going to do the rock picking. Lime it if it needs it. Cultivate. And then, alright, here, you know what? Exclamation order. I made a command for this. Silly me. Yes, plowing will prevent weeds. Now, I might have to double check that a little bit with the new system, but according to their website, that appears to be the best order to do things. There are 2 options in there. Well, thank you there, Danny. It is indeed the Baby Yoda. I might like the Baby Yoda. I has that there. I has the Baby Yoda with his little cuppy cup. Exclamation Academy should indeed get you to the Academy, Bauer. There it goes. Just took a second. Good morning, Silas Major. No, there is not, but you don't actually have to roll. It's just bonus yield, Road Train. Plowing does bring up rocks, M-Roller. So, bought a Baby Yoda ugly Christmas sweater last night. Nice, Tadpole. Nice, I like it. Daddy server finished the update, so you fired it up. Many mods that call shared assets for the game and will need to be opened. Those assets have been updated or moved in the game. Yes, you are not... You're probably spot on there, Grabby. Yes, the high repair costs were included. Paint costs were not. So they did lower the repair costs. They did not adjust paint costs yet. There's 2 different kinds of cultivators, though, M-Roller. That's why I specify deep shallow versus deep cultivating versus shallow cultivating. Good morning, new day. If you look in the cultivator section, this here says a cultivator prepares your fields for the next sowing. These cultivators will bring up rocks. All right. Then when you get further down here, shallow cultivators are used for shallow cultivation or seedbed creation of fields. These will not bring up rocks. So if you do the deep cultivation or you have a smaller cultivator, you will need to do the rock picking after you've cultivated. If you have a shallow cultivators, you can do it after you've done the rock picking. Does that make sense? In-game that rolling adds 50% fertilizer. Interesting that they've done that now. I'll have to double check that myself with this field when I get there. On your notes about fields, is 1 for crops and 2 for grass? No, it's just dependent on what type of cultivator you have, T. Miller. If you have one of those smaller deep cultivators, those deep cultivators can bring up rocks, so you need to change the order of when you do the rock picking. Join 50-51 together. The field info says canola planted but no growth, 50 fertilizer, and 0 weeds. Nice. Awesome there, Amethyst. That's always a nice little milestone to hit. Please check Streamers Talk, Yoshohin says T. Miller. And hey, everybody, let's get another congratulations out there for Mr. T. Miller 63 for hitting 1,000 followers yesterday. Very impressive feat, T. Miller. Again, awesome streamer. For anybody in here that hasn't checked him out yet, please go give him a check out. Can somebody give him a shout out, please, as well? Panda910 Gaming, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. As well as you, Yuleberry, for the follow. Thank you as well. Welcome to the channel. How are you both doing today? If anybody has any questions about the patch or the game, I am still downloading the patch, but I'll do my best to get answers. And, of course, anything with the game itself, I might have an hour or two in the game, and I should be able to answer some questions.
Congrats, T. Miller.
Yep, he was a couple of followers off yesterday. I made sure to send some followers over and get him to that 1,000 follower mark. Shoes and get ready, please. Yosho is getting ready for the for work. Danny's at the computer now. Well, good morning, Danny. I hope you get feeling better. You're supposed to be drawing me cute little dragons, not becoming one. Just ready to get another PC so you can play this? It is a fantastic upgrade over FS19. I will say that much, Panda. Tested the Oats mission. It is fixed according to Mr. John Seeger. I was assuming it was, but that is good to have confirmation. There you have it, folks. Oat, wheat, and barley missions are now fixed and can be done at will. Wool pallets have a life of their own now. Ryan Red, check the weight on the wool pallets, see what it's saying, and do you know if those pallets were already there before you updated? Too late, you're now the ultimate sick Danny Dragon. I'm sorry to hear that. Anyone tested the train's missions? What is wrong with the train missions there, Butchie boy? You're doing corn, you're mulching after the harvest, so the next steps would be, I have weeds and lime off, fert and stones are on. Well, if you have weeds and lime off, obviously you would skip the weeds. If you're doing corn, you would mulch the stubble. You're going to have to plow anyway if you have periodic plowing turned on, because, oh, excuse me, you've done corn, which requires plowing every harvest. So you're going to mulch, plow, depending on if you have a shallow or deep cultivator, cultivate. If you have a deep cultivator, cultivate. If you have a shallow one, you'll rock pick first. Well, you said you have rocks turned off. Oh no, they're turned on. So rock pick. You don't have extra plowing turned on, then if it's saying not required, then you would mulch, cultivate, rock pick, and then plant, roll. It does indeed, T. Miller. It does indeed. How's it going there, Yogesh? Welcome back. You send the harvest and it doesn't register. What was the harvest and what was the mission, Butchie? And did you stay in the train until you got the pop-up window? That is one thing with the plot with the missions in the train. If you jump out of the train early, then it's not going to actually give you the thing. I am mulching the field, Yogesh. Mulch, cultivate, rock pick, plant, roll. Yeah, you would plant and then roll after planting. Can't remember harvest. I was in train till the pop-up to boot me out. Butchie, try calling the train back and see if the product is still in it. It does occasionally leave the product in and not sell it or drop it off. Update to Steam is live. Downloaded 20 minutes ago. Yes. I am not planting grapes. I'm just mulching, but because it's such a narrow base, it takes a while to turn around. So I'm skipping every row, and I'll fill the other ones in on my way back. Thank you, WatchTech025, for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing? It wasn't in the train. And you said it didn't complete the contract, Butch? But this was before the patch. And the contract is still not complete, you're saying. What was the product on the... Was it a wheat, oat, or barley mission? Because those were bugged. Reason why you went to Erlingrat? Never mind. Oh, just noticed it was auto-updated. Nice. Good to see there, Amethyst. Pops, those were fixed, but only after the patch. You had fully done the field. Again, if it was a wheat, oat, or barley, they were bugged out and needed to be fixed with the patch. Game is updated, servers updated, did one harvest, and did it complete sunflowers. Nice to see there, Sergeant Belter. Cruise control is stuck on one of your machines. Interesting little bug to encounter. Alright, I should check on mine to see how my update is progressing. Oh, good, I'm a little less than half downloaded, but it's telling me 2 days and 20 hours. Yay! One more bug that didn't get fixed. What's that there, Sergeant Belter?
You can still hear me. Hear your headphones
Once
like
in a while.
girl.
I know.
Just say it.
I know. I'm not worried. If you
Well, I
had
didn't say you had to
Steam,
be
yes,
worried.
their downloads on Steam are a lot faster, JPM. The farm behind you if you plant olives. Oh, directly from Giants? That's good to see. Yes, but I'd rather support Giants by giving them all of my money instead of Steam getting some of it. So that's why I bought the Giants version. Interesting. Laura FCB, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing? Only 2.4 gigs worth through Steam. Nice. You're on Steam and it's a 4 gig download, but quick for you. Like that. Only downside is you can't play while it is waiting. Yes, with the Steam version. You had that version first. Yep. Try a different browser. I was using Firefox. Yeah, it's not a browser. It's the Giants Direct download. So, you already have it. Nice. Nice. But it kept on doing... And in the first week, you had to reinstall the game 4 times because it wouldn't start anymore. Interesting. Sorry, I have my wife trying to reach in behind me here, folks. That's what I get for literally having my computer in a closet.
Get a kick out of the closet computer.
Hey, when you've got a really small house, you do what you gotta do.
No, I'm just like, when will Darius come out of the closet?
One of these days. Again, I've got an 880 square foot house with 4 people in it.
Oh, I understand. I've been there.
It's one of those things where I needed a place to actually have a desk, and there was no places in the house to have a desk, so I built one literally in my closet. It's a walk-in closet that's huge, though, and it doesn't have much stuff in it, so I figured I'd take a corner. My wife says hello back, Yosho/Danny. South Park episode with Tom Cruise in the closet. Celebrity's trying to get him out just to join him in the closet. Yep. Yep. Well, see, I don't know if Yosho took back over or if it's still Danny at the computer. This is confusing.
Nice. All right. I am not leaving, but I am going mute because I'm going back and forth. I can hear I'm going to be dropped shortly. So I'll talk to you guys maybe when I get internet back.
All right, there, X-Man. Have
Sounds
a
good,
good
X-Men. See you, man.
one. It's probably just adjusting extra files there, Bodine. It can be cozy in the closet. When I close the door, I've got a heat vent right behind me. It gets nice and warm and toasty in here. In the wintertime, that's great. In the summertime, it's a sauna. You need to be out for the bus. Go. Thank you, kid, for knocking stuff over. The parallel placing with the vines is really nice. I bet. Yeah, see, what's happening, Bodine, is it's downloading 2,700 meg worth of stuff, but it's probably adjusting extra files, and Steam has to change those files. In front of you. Put olives there. Will also go into. Watch your mom. Good one, Butchie. Good one. Are you still planning on taking over at 8 there, Mr. Big Daddy?
Yes, sir. Yep, I'm good at 8. Yeah. Today was 7, but keep going, man. I'll be good for 8. I have to go get some fresh coffee.
That's fine. I just wanted to
If you're
make
all
sure
right
I know you need to get a few streams in too to make sure
Yeah.
you keep things up. So I don't mind sharing.
I appreciate it. Yeah, give me
Sharing
5
is
minutes?
caring.
the Care Bear stare.
Yep.
Bet you not too many people remember that. Yeah, let me go get a fresh coffee. I'll be right back.
Not a problem. Yeah, Bodine, that's probably what happened is because of all of the files they adjusted, it's a 2,700 meg download, but then it adjusts other files because when it downloads originally, it says 12 meg or 12 gig, but it installs it like 24. So once you unpack the files, it actually is a much bigger patch, so to speak. And that's probably why you're seeing that discrepancy with the 4.3. That's what it's changing for files, but it's only a 2.6 download. He is fixing the cat mower pack. Hey Darius, game don't crash when you save on Elmcreek. Good to see, good to see. You need coffee but have no creamer, Amethyst. Good to know, yeah. I do have Discord. Exclamation point Discord, Sergeant Belter. Should get you the SGA Discord. I don't have a personal one, I just use, I hang out in the SGA one too often. No sense in having my own. That's the one there, Harm. Zoom, zoom. Almost done the mulching, but I will be passing it off to Big Daddy here in a few moments. And hopefully by the time I stream again, my game's downloaded. The update's downloaded. I saw that car wasn't planning on stopping. How do the liquid manure tanks work, and what is the difference between the normal one versus the ones under silo extensions? Haven't quite understood those yet. Okay, so the manure tanks, are you talking about... One second, let me... Alright, so I'm assuming you're talking about this here, this liquid manure tank, versus these ones here. So this one here is a 500,000 liter capacity liquid manure tank that you would put wherever you want to store. So if you say your main farm with your animals is here in the southwest, but you have a bunch of fields up in the northeast, you could take this manure tank, put it up in the northeast where all your fields are, and then you could use your AI worker to transport manure from your animal pens up to this manure tank. This one here, if you see, is a $2.6 million liter extension, but it says it must be placed next to a silo. So in this case, these here need to be placed next to this to increase its capacity. These can also be placed, for example, if I come over here, I have a cow and pig barn here. So if I place this 2.6 million liter silo here, it's going to increase the liquid slurry capacity of my pig barn by 2.6 million liters. Or, if I had the other one, it would increase that one's capacity by 2.6 million liters. Does that make sense, Guns? And Zytree, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing? I believe that was it mentioned something about the manure extensions being fixed in the patch. I know prior to the patch, they could not share manure and slurry pits. I will be testing after the patch updates on my system to see if that has been fixed, where they can share a pen. I know prior to they could not, so this might be a case where now they can share one manure pit extension. So you only need one per couple of buildings in range versus one per building. But I don't know the full answer to that yet, Sergeant Belter. I need to test it. And good to hear, Guns. Again, if anybody has any questions, do feel free to pop them in a chat. I don't bite. I promise. I can confirm I am not a vampire. I would let you know if my game has finished patching, but it is not yet, Jaren. It's just downloading off over here on the side while I continue playing. But according to the patch notes, yes, I am very excited about the patch notes. Not a problem, Zytree. I take it yours is still downloading too. Raven Sprite, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing this morning? They fixed the maps to where it don't show the whole map. Yes, Tech Mike, they did mention that. The what Tech Mike is talking about is when you come in here, if you click this, all of this red won't show up. All of this blue won't show up anymore. It'll only be the fields now. So that's actually really good to see. You have one manure pit for your pigs and cows. It might work with a pig and a cow. I just know when I was testing it initially, Pompies, I had 2 cow pens, and it was only getting the manure from one of those cow pens at the time. So it might be because you have a pig and a cow, they're both doing it, or you're only actually recognizing from one and not both.
All right, you got my 3-minute countdown timer up.
Yes, exactly, Pops. They did mention lowering the repair cost, just not the painting cost. And the reason why I would imagine that is because you don't have to repaint your vehicles. It's just a visual thing versus the repairs will actually affect the performance of the vehicle. So if you want to just leave them looking all beat up like I've got, then you can. And the paint costs are the repaint costs. Nice. I did see somebody mentioning that, Amaki, which is really cool to see that now you'll see the stone and weed levels on the map, which is cool. You were having bad stuttering, deleted your save, started again, now running beautiful on 1440, very high settings. Good to know, Will Mac. Interesting. It might be something with an existing save file not updating properly. That's worth checking into and looking at. Exactly, Pops. Who has a tractor with 60 hours on it that still looks 100% pristine? Unless you baby the living heck out of it. General Red Dragon, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing today? Billy has the first update already after the patch. Speedy guy. Billy is a speedy guy indeed. Butchie boy. That's funny. Stones is stoned. Yep, it happens. I'm not sure how to take the light up question marks just yet. I pressed R on them just to see. What light up question marks are you talking about, Boson? Was it something with the patch that was updated? Mine was literally study in, but a few minutes in it cleared. It could be. It probably, like, the more stuff you have on your map, the more it might be needing to update. Like in my case, the pallets of eggs, the pallets of honey, things like that will have to update, and it's going to take time for it to cycle, not psycho, speech. It's an important thing. Good to hear, General Red Dragon. Here at the FSAA, we accept all to help you deal and cope with your farming sim addictions. If you'd like to visit that website, we have additional resources to help you cope with your addiction. We're not going to cure your addiction. We're just going to, help support you in your addiction. Yes, you can still do logging in this one, Bryce Bearden. There is a weird issue right now that they're still working on where occasionally the trees, when you cut them down, will have a weird graphical glitch that happens. They are still working on it. It's patch day, Michael. We're all chatting, laughing, and having a good time, and then you came along. There's a help menu trigger question mark thingy on the map. Interesting, Bauer. I will have to check it once my game updates. I will be, I'll look into that. Enhance the farm sim addiction. Exactly. I do have a heck of a lot of eggs there, Badass. I do. The demon trees, correct, Brucey boy? I do indeed have a heck of a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, see, that's interesting. These are now saying 114 kilos. They used to say 70.
Nice.
That's weird. Nope, they hadn't fixed them yet in this one. Interesting.
Yeah, tree patch is not fixed. It's a known issue. Yeah, the trees were not fixed. It's a known issue. It's listed as.
Yeah, and now my lettuce pallets are being listed at 240. Is it actually changing files while I'm...
Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah, because these used to not be 274.
Right.
And this is now... interesting. I wouldn't think it would change files while you're running the game. Maybe I should get out of here. Patch seems to be having random effects for a lot of people, but they fixed a lot of stuff, so You haven't seen the red and blue blinking trees yet? No, none of these are auto-load trailers. They're just trailers I put everything onto myself. Yep. We don't cure your addiction. We never claim to cure your addiction. Any
No.
functional difference in-game between a plow and a subsoiler? Functional difference, yes. A plow can be used to create fields, a subsoiler cannot. But they will still both give you the plowing effect. So when you're looking here at the needs plowing, a subsoiler will still fix the needs plowing, but you cannot use it for actually creating a field with a subsoiler. And you must be live now, I'm guessing there, Big Daddy?
Let me see here. 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Alright,
We'll
not
go
a problem.
live. Yeah, my countdown timer's on. And should
Not a
be
problem.
up. So.
What's all new on the game? Haven't gotten it yet. Oh!
Restart.
Yeah, what's not new? Improved pallet physics, improved bale physics, new crop types. You have orchards now in olives and grapes. You have sorghum now base game. Named barns and animal pens. Egg pallets changed. Greenhouses base game. Productions base game. To be continued. The entire construction menu is changed drastically. Again, productions-based game now. You have all your different money generators-based game. Your Horman buildings for your animals can actually change colors in a lot of cases. You have bees that will improve your yields and give you honey. You can now, if you want to, draw fences around corners. For example, when I was putting in my orchards, you can see here, these are olives. You literally just draw them along the ground. And now, yes, they included in this patch an update to allow snapping of the olives and grapes to the next row, from what I can understand. I haven't had a chance to play with that yet myself. You now have a wardrobe accessible in the game that you can change on a whim. You can have there's like 35 different types of plantable trees. There's new brands. There's new equipment. I could go on and on and on and on and on. Is what I'm getting at, Bryce Bearden. But yes, there is a lot of new stuff in this game. It is a tremendous upgrade over 19, for sure. Yes, they appear to have updated the amount of volume that goes into the honey pallets, Sergeant Belter. So that does appear to be affecting it. Alright, I'm going to quit out of the game here real quick, because we're going to get ready to head on over to Mr. Big Daddy himself anyway. Not a problem, Bryce Bearden. Make sure you stick around into the raid. I want to give a shout out to Big Daddy, just to make sure nobody gets lost on our way over there. 0, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, not 8, 8, 8. He is live now with a countdown timer. We're going to head on over. We're going to hang out. Continue hanging out over there, Bryce. We will answer... Oh, don't believe the reviews, Bryce. Don't believe the reviews. There are so many updates as far as graphical textures and everything else. It is unbelievable. Thank you for the follow, Bryce Bearden. I do appreciate it. And like I said, stick around over to Big Daddy. We can answer all your questions. We here at the SGA love helping you guys out and answering your questions. You guys are a fantastic group, a fantastic bunch, best community in Farm Sim on Twitch, hands down. And Big Daddy is going to continue on our FS22 coverage by the SGA. We are now into day 27 of 24-hour 7-day-a-week coverage of Farm Sim 22. And it's been a fantastically awesome time hanging out with all of you. Again, thank you everybody for the follows. Too many follows once again today to even think of. Of course, T Miller kicking it off with the raid early on. KBN Saber with the raid. Evil Reyes for a raid. You guys are all awesome. I do hope to catch you guys all next time. It might be later today, might be tomorrow, but I will be streaming again soon. So keep tuned. Also, before you guys all leave, make sure you follow the link over to the SGA. Get an account. We do require verification. Check your spam folder for the verification email. That's usually where it ends up. But there's a calendar on there where you can get access to who's streaming, when we're streaming. All of our links are on the front page. It'll let you know when we're live, the whole 9 yards. Check out our Discord as well. Again, for notifications of... Help if I could type. For notifications of when we go live, access to our forums, chat, help with any issues you might have. It's a fantastic group, and we're gonna go get this raid started over to Mr. Big Daddy. Otherwise, I'll continue talking all day.
No, man, you're good. You're good. I enjoy it.
I know.
Talk away.
Get to the stream tomorrow if you are on then. Yes, I will probably be on again tomorrow, Mother Trucker. Again, everybody, we're heading over to Big Daddy. I hope you all catch the raid and stick around. If not, the link was above. Meet us over there. I know Twitch can be weird like that. And again, thank you all for the awesome time hanging out. You guys are all fantastic, and we are on our way, Mr. Big Daddy.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Incoming with 201, it says.
Wow, fantastic, fantastic.